You haven't.
The homeless problem.
Good looks and
die violent.
Tiananmen Square today.
Up to the adults to teach the children.
Period. A pain reliever. Bullets.
Tempting fast money.
Violent crimes are on the uprise.
You guys aren't. Whatever. I did.
are you sure we're not muted?
Can you hear me now?
Hey, chat.
So
let
nice to
us
see
know if
so
we're
many in
muted.
chat tonight. This is
It
like
looks-
awesome.
Screen looks dark, by the way. Oh, no, we're here. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, we're here. Yes.
Yes.
Is Vandal here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool.
Orchelius?
Hey, Surug, anything happen this week?
Yeah. A whole lot of things happened this week.
A whole lot
I'm
of shit.
adjusting to life back in Colorado, getting to altitude, so been a little off, and that includes everything. So eating habits and what comes up and must go down, and I'm acclimating. So yeah, things happened, but mostly sewer stuff. So nothing important. What say you? What happened with you?
What's going on with you, Snorkel?
Absolutely nothing. What's going on with you?
That background is killing me, by the way. Why did we get
You're
Snorkel a
welcome.
green screen?
I don't know.
This is not helping the situation at all.
You wish for things, they happen. The monkey paw twitches, my dude.
I had kind of a wild week. Since we were off last time, my boss came into town unexpectedly and didn't tell me, and because they thought that it would be funny, and then proceeded to spend the night at my house. And for me personally, I don't really like to have guests at all, and especially unannounced guests, because I live my life by a certain code, and that code doesn't necessarily mean that everything's ready to go for guests to come over. Especially I'd worked like the last 14 days in a row and just wasn't ready for it. So that was kind of interesting. But a couple of decent things. I actually bought a cargo van off of Facebook Marketplace for really cheap. It was on there for 25 minutes when I got a hold of it, so wasn't on there for long. And I was able to pick up a second mid-2020 iMac for about half the price of where I've seen it everywhere else this week off of Marketplace. So I had obviously a pretty decent week at towards the end. Did spend more money than I would like to, but that's what happened. So anyway, Vando, what's up with you, buddy?
Figuring this shit out, I guess. No, I do have to speak on. Is a cargo van for work, or are you just gonna drive around with looking creepy?
No, it's for work. It's just a Chrysler minivan that just happens to have no seats in the back. That's basically all it is. But
so perfect for laying down.
I've been
cars.
bringing things from the warehouse here to work, and the last time I brought stuff back, because sometimes things get shipped there, I could just feel the Jetta I'm not built for this. I'm not built to have all this extra weight in it. So I was like, well, let's see what's out there, and bought it off an older guy, and it's exactly what I needed, and it's a nice little POS that, if it keels
It'll
over
work
and
for
dies,
what you need.
no big deal. Yeah, it definitely will. So
But,
ugly as sin.
Yeah. Maybe like you could do like those cool camping vlogs or something, or be like the angry guy in the seat, like yelling at people, recording videos in it. I think a van would be perfect for something like that.
The problem with minivans are, and I'm going to be straight up with you, is that they're way comfortable to drive. But that means you have to drive a minivan. Those are the options.
I want to see you out front of a post office protesting something unrelated to postal work in the minivan. Like not just out the driver door with the picket sign, being like,
Kudo bars used to be bigger. Just protest that. Protest the injustice of shrinking the size of a kudos bar.
yeah, something unpostal. That's what would be necessary.
Okay.
GTT WinCam has an important question for you, Suey Rug.
Oh, good. Let's find that. I could read. Oh, you guys are making me read.
He can only do one thing at a time, folks. So.
Also, I'd like to apologize for whatever the fuck's going on with my computer. I updated to the new OS, and here we go. But yeah.
So GTT, to answer your question, there's a lot of granola here. So it's a little fibrous up the mountain. Kind of smells like what I'm about to eat. So
wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I visited Colorado years ago, and it was it was maybe about, I'd say like 8 or 9 years ago. And when I was walking around, there were people like, indulging in like psychedelic shrooms and shit like that. And they called them granolas. Is that like a normal thing? Like you guys call them that, or?
we have reference words here, Subaru, hacky sack, It doesn't mean what you think.
Subaru, hacky sack, granola.
Yeah, now you're in.
Bridge troll.
Yeah, plus GTT. I don't know when the last time you've been to Colorado, but the only thing I can smell when I go there is just weed.
Yeah.
That's a standard.
To permeate out of every building, no matter where you're driving down the road, and it's just like everywhere.
Yeah.
It's on
Colorado
the
and Portland are eerily similar in a lot of ways, including smell and population.
Yeah.
Vandal, shout out the chat, man.
Well, I didn't even get to my week yet. It was okay.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I have nothing interesting to say as of right now. I don't think. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I do want to. What I do want to say before we get into the show, because I fucking hate this. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea to do. But here's Beard Watch right now. Look at that. Look at that. You could
You got space.
You gotta get some beard oil, my dude.
I know, that's the thing. Is like, that's beard oil is not
Thank you, Anthony.
That.
No, just feed into it, Anthony. Come on, help me out here.
You know what? Maybe Surah can help you out. He can teach you the comb over method, and maybe
the light's not shining through it. It's not terrible, But man, I've been putting the beard balm on it, to keep it in a shape, because if I don't, it likes to like do the whole fucking like Joker style shit or whatever. You know what I mean? Like his lips and all that stuff. And so I've been putting this balm stuff in it, and like it's holding it kind of in place. But fuck, man, like I'm not gonna shave it for the first person that chose, just so you know. But I
pretty much whoever chose the second date is winning this one.
Here's the deal, chat. We didn't come up with this plan.
It was
we
my idea,
didn't even challenge him to do this. None of those things have happened. He brought this all on himself.
I thought it would have been funny. And
it's funny. I'm having a great time.
This whole week, you've just been looking in the mirror going, yep, it's still doing that fucking thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you're just hoping for the. Yeah,
I crashed a motorcycle years ago, and I skidded on my hands and my face, right? I think I told you guys about this. The tree branch went through my hand. And so, like, there's nothing that grows in this whole spot. And I just hate it when you look in the mirror. This, like, starts right here, and it's just like, and it's all hairs like this. And then over here, it's like, oh, free real estate. Anyways, let's shout out chat, get into the show. We've put some stuff together for you. Slider says, "Oh man, I want this one." I think he means catch this one. But glad that you stopped by. I'll just drop bew for luck. Thank you. Dixon Cider Bush said, "Oi." Ern says, "Bew bees." We got Red in the chat. Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing? So I didn't know that AIs were in YouTube comments now. No, I'm kidding. Nice to see you.
Red is channeling some David Moyle. How's ya?
Yeah. Kentucky Sign says, cheers, y'all. Missed everybody while I was gone. Hope everyone is good. He was off with his second family in Rhode Island. Mike T says, evening, everyone. Punching the pink, the pink stuff. Fishy says, hey. Let's see. We got GTT Wincam. You guys have been talking to already. Mr. Great Wombatsky. He says, "Good afternoon, baked potatoes." Good afternoon, you sir. And let me see. Yeah, it's everyone that I can see that's talking. I'm probably
Ern.
missing somebody.
Ern's
Didn't
also
I say
here.
Ern?
No.
Yeah,
Wow.
beauties.
No,
Just
did he
'cause you
say
have
pew?
because
He
you
said
rolled your
BBBBs.
cuffs up into your sleeves does not make you like super smart right now, Snorkel.
No, it doesn't, but it
You look
does
like
make
you're
it
an IT
nice
guy
and
for a
comfortable.
women's clothing brand. Okay,
That's
no, I'm
the
kidding.
accountant's fold. I would be careful. He knows what he's doing there. It's a good tuck.
All right, what's 12 plus 10?
12.
No, oh,
No,
come
no matter whatever happens,
Told you.
Snorkel,
I
I just
said
don't
I'm
want to be on your kill list.
I said I'm quick at math, not good at math.
Ronnie says, "What part of your beard he can see looks good, Vandal."
Well, I appreciate it, Ronnie, because
Ronnie's lying to you, but it's fine.
yeah, no, and that's the thing. I appreciate it, you know. And the worst part is like, you know, I dyed my hair green, and it's at that weird point now where it's fading and it's too long, and I'm like too lazy to do anything with it. So now, like, it's just a bad comment. If I don't wear the hat, like, I don't know what to do. Like, what would you say? Like, if I wear the hat and this, you're like, oh hell yeah, dude, that guy's super like fucking guns.
When your
and
mom
shit,
says
you know
we
what
have
I mean?
Jonathan
And then
Taylor
we do
Thomas at
this.
home.
Yeah,
If I
it's
saw you
like,
in person, I would just yell, "Do a kickflip." I would just yell, "Do a kickflip" all day
yeah.
for no reason.
But the and I know this is bad, but whatever. I really want to before I chop this hair off. I want to see what it looks like with cornrows. You know, just
Oh
for
God, no.
funsies.
Me too.
No.
I
Just
definitely
for
want to know what it
funsies.
looks like.
You know,
Please do. Please.
Yeah,
Got
I'm not
another
gonna
late bloomer in the
culturally.
chat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna culture appropriate. I'm just every white girl that listens to hip
Sure.
hop on OnlyFans. You know what I mean? That's all it is.
Or anybody that goes to Jamaica. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
so
And we got
this
a
could be my
Steve-O here
Monica.
now.
This is my Monica phase, I guess. I don't know.
Kentucky shine.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
a few late bloomers in the chat, Vandal.
Ronnie
Yeah.
and Steve-O.
Mr. Steve-O's in the house. Says, "Good evening. I'm here, but my place has been taken over by my son and niece, so I am buried, and he is buried in work." Well, I'm glad that you're here listening at least.
Yeah,
Or something. I don't
takeovers
know.
are great. Yeah.
Yeah, Ronnie says
All right.
90s flashback would take off the hat. So yeah. Let me go ahead. You got the
Hold on.
rundown.
Before you do the rub down. I found this because we're all the Halloween stuff that's going on right now. And I thought Sewer Rug could get one of these, and then whenever he needs to go collect some money from somebody, he just brings this with him. He could beat the crap out of somebody like at the car and then walk up to the house, which would be even better. But it's like foam, but it looks pretty authentic. Like I was like, I kind of want one of these.
I have those fittings at home though. I don't even need it to be foam.
He's
Hurt
just
someone.
He's gonna make a legit one. Somebody's gonna think it's foam thanks to this.
Unless you had some real pipes like in the back of a pickup or something like that, and you're like rustling, so you could hear the metal clinging against it, and then you come out with that thing. I just thought it was funny. That's all.
Fucking Steel Valley's here, you guys. Fucking
Oh,
little
sweet.
Colburn.
Mr.
All right, I'm all
William
done, Vandal.
Kilbeard. Let me go ahead.
It's gonna be huge.
Huge. China.
Milk.
I like milk. I don't like milk.
How did your orange juice turn into water, turn into milk?
Yes. Just acclimate. You know,
What
you
a
just
weird fucking mix, dude. Like, what's like?
Yeah.
Do you ever have to like do the? Do you eat that stuff that they put in the septic tanks or something? So it like breaks it all down.
Do you like brushing your teeth and then drinking the orange juice?
I brush my teeth and then drink coffee and then immediately orange juice.
You
After
think
that.
you know a guy. You think you know
I
a
can
guy.
understand coffee and then the orange juice, but I don't know.
Okay,
I'm no one to judge.
I have special powers, okay? This is the food episode, so I'm doing
Actually, yeah, this is a mukbang for Sewer Rug, guys. We're just gonna.
I'm
watch
doing
it.
goldfish crackers, so you know I can't judge.
Mhm.
I'm just doing a show right now, so that's all.
Lucky you, man. You're missing out. This is
a
great.
rub
Glad all
down
you
done?
guys stopped in when we're serious. Yeah,
All right, let's do the rub down. Let's get this show on the road.
rub down's dead. That's
So I guess that's why the chat's so full, because way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So we're doing a food episode, and all the guys showed up. So yeah, unfortunately, we don't have any free samples, so that's how it's gonna go. But anyway, tonight's rub down specials are as follows. I do have a rotten potato review. We're gonna do an episode of Head to Head, which is a little debate thing that I have the guys do that was a lot of fun last time. I got a few food random picks that should be fun. Vandal is doing a segment called The Last Supper. So we'll find out what that's all about once we get there. I had to go to the back of the closet to pull out the food fight shirt because we haven't played this game in a while, but I got some really cool stuff for that. So it should be fun. And last, but certainly not least, not boot parts, but food parts. And Vandal's got a whole fun thing set up for that as well. So it should be a lot of fun. It should be a good time.
Yeah.
All right. So let's roll that beautiful bean footage and get on with the Rotten Potatoes review.
Yeah. Shout out to Will. He says, drinking beers, smoking weed, ripping dabs. I'm just ripping my pants.
I ripped my pants off already.
I did one of those three things before the show.
$15, little man. Put that shit in my hand. If the money doesn't show, you owe me, oh.
Oh.
Circle doesn't even smoke. No.
Not anymore. I'm allergic. Doesn't mean I didn't.
All right, Anthony, it's all you.
Cool. All right. So I'm kind of wrapping this around. Last time we did a food episode, I think I did a bunch of posters for movies to say if they were real or fake. And one of the movies that we looked at was Pizza Man. So Frankie Muniz is the star of Pizza Man. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I know that everyone that is watching this right now can see this movie because the only place I could find it was right here on YouTube. It was literally like not available to rent, buy, watch anywhere. So I did watch it on YouTube because I wanted to really see, like how bad this is. The weird thing is they bring out all of these actors that should have higher standards, and it is the worst produced film I have seen since Kung Fu and Titties. It is so horribly bad. It's like, it really does kind of seem like a student film, but you got Stanley in this, Adam West is in this, Shelley Long from Cheers, which I know is, going back, Corbin Burnson from like LA Law, and I mean, these are all older actors, and I get all of that. The storyline is Frankie Muniz's mom owns a pizza parlor. Her dad, his dad, Frankie Muniz's dad, was the pizza man. That he worked hard so he could, raise his kid. Frankie Muniz is kind of like a scientific genius, which kind of works with the superhero thing. And he ends up getting superpowers from eating this tomato that they've injected with this super soldier thing. It's so bad. I mean, you see everything coming. Dallas Diamond Page, I think is his name, is like the bad guy in it, whose face kind of gets burnt at some point. It's the worst burnt makeup I've ever seen on a person's face in a movie ever. Like, it is horribly bad. It kind of looked like that pancake that Sewer Rug had in his car. Very similar to that, just kind of stuck to the guy's face. It was really, really bad. I know why that Frankie Muniz says that he has that thing where he can't remember, because after this movie, I'm sure that kicked in like quickly.
That was going to be my comment, that Frankie Muniz actually remembers this movie.
And the bad thing is, like, Adam West has this really corny thing in it, and it's just not Adam West standards. It's definitely not Stan Lee standards, even though he gets to be the guy that, gives the great inspirational push to the kid to, become, Pizza Man. He tries to play it off and say he's Power Man, but everybody's like, you're Pizza Man. Like, we already know.
Well,
it's bad.
This came out in 2011 too.
Yeah, it looks like something that came out in like 1975. Like, it's so bad. It's really bad.
Oh man, it's got a two stars on IMDb, a 3.9 out of 10, which is actually a little bit better than some of the movies you've reviewed on here.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes view, I don't care about. No one cares about Rotten Tomatoes. But yeah, and like that cast is pretty fucking like nice for a movie that looks this bad. And as soon as you popped up the thing, obviously I haven't seen this, but I imagine like the chick that's in the like on his left of him when you're looking at him, I imagine that's you when you dressed up as the NCIS chick or whatever, or and then it looks like Steve
Gabby.
Jobs.
Fortunately,
Yeah.
she was like a really high celebrity at one point in her life,
Amber
like a dame. No, it's Shelley Long.
Oh, Shelley Long, gotcha, yeah. But yeah, and then like, it looks like they got Walter White on the fucking left, mixed with fucking Steve Jobs, And of course, the fucking Papa John himself is the bad guy, apparently. I mean, I know it's Diamond Dallas Page, but that looks like Papa John, hella greasy and boiled, you know?
Why have I never heard a better description of Adam West than what Vandal just spat out of his mouth?
Very specific, wasn't it?
So, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
I
And
mean, he
Stan
still
Lee.
has the voice. I mean, you know, as soon as he starts talking who it is, but man, it's a horrible cameo if you even want to call it that. It's bad. It's really bad.
Ern in chat
Hasn't been
says,
able to
be
leave his
fair-
house for years, and Frankie Muniz accidentally comes to his house to deliver a pizza, and it's not the right address, and he tries to take it from him. Like it's just this dumb like hey, Adam West is over here. Why don't we shoot his scene with him? Maybe he can order a pizza or not or something. It's horrific. I'm
Vandal,
sorry.
do you still have the page pulled up on the movie?
I do.
Who's the company behind it? Like, this isn't Universal or something, because I know that different municipalities like have this thing where at the end of the year they're like, we still got a bunch of money, so we got to throw it somewhere. I'm wondering if this was like a Universal, like, well, you got thousands, millions of dollars, we got to throw it.
I've seen movies-
Entertainment.
Go
Anchor
ahead, say it
Bay.
again.
Yeah, Anchor Bay Entertainment is an American home entertainment and production company owned by Stars. So that
Okay.
makes sense. Like, have you? Like,
That kind of answers everything right
Yeah.
there.
especially. Like,
I've seen movies shot on iPhones that were better than this.
Yeah. Who is it on
I
OnlyFans?
swear to
now?
God,
Yeah.
it's so bad.
I'm
I
just
haven't
wondering,
found Anthony yet. I've been looking.
yeah, maybe the production company just had a bunch of money to waste, and they're like, I could call this guy.
Well,
You
I
know?
don't know if I'd say that so much because the budget says here it was $3 million. That's it. Like that, like Frankie Muniz.
That's
For someone
low.
like Frankie Muniz, like that's pocket change. You know
I was
what I
gonna say
mean?
all of that had to have gone to the cast because
Yeah.
the rest of it
Yeah.
looks like they shot it without a permit. Like it's really really bad. There's a scene in the end where the girl that he rescues that he's madly in love with, she's like on a conveyor belt like heading for this thing that chops up dough. Everything revolves around pizza through the whole movie. And he saves her and she's got long hair in the entire movie. And even when he saves her, she still has long hair until the cutscene where they put this short wig on her. For no reason. It doesn't add to the story. It's unnecessary. And then they have to fill in a line. And then Frankie Muniz is like, well, at least you got a free haircut. I'm like, when? From the time from the conveyor belt to the floor? Like, it's absurd. It just
Ern says, bro,
Ern.
spoilers.
Thanks.
5%. 5% is what this is getting. It's that bad.
Damn.
And it probably would have gotten less if it didn't have all these stars in it.
I'm putting
Someone
it on
actually
the big screen.
updated. Sorry. Someone actually updated this Wikipedia page on September 1st, 2022. Who sits there is like, it was you, Anthony? Like,
It wasn't
you know
me.
what we need to do?
It
Go
wasn't
on
me.
Wikipedia, make sure it's up to date for Pizza Man. Like that's what I need to do right now. I need to go fucking log in. Frankie Muniz, love you. Like, yeah, this is correct. No. But maybe this is by any chance do you think that they tried to be like ironic, but just were so bad that it was bad itself? Maybe like
I think it's one of those movies that you all need to see, but not because it's good. Because you
God.
just, it's one of those ones where you just need, I can't express how bad it is. Like you just have to see it. It's not that it's unwatchable. I watched it all the way to the end. But it's like the whole time you're like, are you kidding me? Like that's kind of probably the look I had on my face the entire time. I'm like, seriously? Like, no, they're not going to inject that into it. Yeah, they are. They're putting it in a tomato. Yeah.
Well,
It was bad. So yeah, let's roll on to something else.
hey, you guys have heard about Pizza Man. I hope you guys are happy and full.
Not really happy, but I'm here.
It
Yeah,
was food. Okay. It was food.
yeah.
All right. The next segment we have actually coming up, I don't have a bumper made for it yet. And because I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's called Head to Head. And basically what we do is a couple of panel members, one of them will choose if they want to be pro or con or whatever. And then we pick a number between 1 and 5, and then they debate. And we also like the chat to kind of chime in and give their argument as well as, which way that they would lean on these certain things. They're always funny. It's nothing serious or anything like that. So don't take it too seriously. But since it's a food episode, these are going to be, relative to consuming things. Anyway, Snorkel, what's up?
Although if chat wants to take it seriously and get offended, I welcome them to do that and add to the debate.
Just so everyone knows, I'm taking it serious too.
It's gonna be hard to
Coming
take
from the
something
guy with the
seriously.
hamburger fucking rodeo background.
He's Sesame serious. Right now.
It's
All right, so we've got
Sesame
3
Street.
panel members this evening. I just need to know which 2 of you guys want to debate, and then we'll pick a pro and a con.
I'll take pro first. Dibs.
I'll take
Pro.
convoluted first.
Sweet.
All right,
Now I
so
get to like
since you-
ease
I'll
into
take
it.
prolapsed. He takes convoluted.
Since Snorkel picked pro, then Sewer Rug, you can pick the number. So 1 through 5.
Yep, let's go with a 4.
You bitch.
Not going all the way up. That's
You
for you.
should have gone all the way up.
That's for you. That's not mine.
Cadbury versus Hershey. So that means that Snorkel is pro Cadbury and Sewer Rug is pro Hershey. Why is one better than the other?
Cadbury is far superior simply because it uses much more organic ingredients, doesn't use ground up children that have fallen into vats in their factories. Cadbury also doesn't allow elementary schools to tour their factories with their shit covered hands and touch all the equipment. Therefore, Cadbury is better.
I'm going to give chat just a moment to catch up because they're going to rain down the Hershey Highway on you. I've never heard of the Cadbury Cruiser. I've never heard of the Cadbury Croissant. It's not a thing. The Hershey Highway we've all known and referenced before, right? No, it's my turn to tell you about s'mores. Do you ever make s'mores with Cadbury's? I fucking don't. You use a Hershey bar.
No.
Everyone does. You use a Hershey bar.
No, you don't.
Make your s'mores. Hershey, simple. That's what I got to say. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Thank you,
We don't want your likes.
Sounds
Stick them in your
strange.
Hershey Highway.
We do have Ern in the chat saying that Hershey is butt.
Yeah, but
Hershey is
beautiful.
but as approached by the Hershey Highway, which is skid marks on underwear. But
GGT says Cadbury is not chalky shit like Hershey. Debate is mute. I think he means moot.
Not
but
right.
I believe it's a moo point, like a cow's opinion. It doesn't matter.
Oh man.
You ever
All
get
right, Vandal.
Please.
Who do you think is winning this particular debate?
I think we're all a little bit dumber for having heard this, and I don't want to award anyone any points. And may God have
Also,
mercy on your souls. No, I'm kidding.
If you
Honestly, I don't think that was a great debate. you guys are just really emotional, you know.
So I must say though, if you haven't tried it, make a s'more with 2 Cadbury cream eggs. It's a life changer. It is so much better.
My thing, like you can do anything you want, but like I think Sewer Rug was right on that point. As the standard is like, if like I say I'm not your average s'more enjoyer. Not that I don't like them, just I never fucking make them. You know, I live in a city.
They're
I
the
guess.
dumbest fucking thing ever. They're like really difficult to make. They're messy
Well,
as fuck.
but here's my thing
And
though. If you were to
Yeah.
The
think
graham
of them-
crackers are always too hard, so everything just squishes out everywhere. It's a
if you were-
disaster
Yeah,
dessert.
but if you were gonna go buy stuff like say like you know like your friends are like you have to go to like a friend's house or something or a barbecue and they're like, oh, you bring the stuff for s'mores, you're gonna think of to get the Hershey's just because it's so instilled. Whether it's good or not, that's up to you. But I think Sewer
You're not
Rug
supposed
had
to be
that
debating. You're just supposed to tell me which one is the winner.
point.
I got
No,
the next debate's for you, buddy.
And
I
yes,
got-
earn 2 cream eggs. Yes, in one s'more, it is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. So I guess
I mean, all of chat agrees with me, so I'll take that as a win.
yeah. We'll let chat decide this one because like
Yeah, reach for chat to help me down this Hershey. Oh, by the way, Cadbury with
Because
almonds. Is that
I
a
haven't
thing?
seen
No?
one vote for Hershey in
No,
the
there's
chat at all.
No one
It's all
voted
Cadbury.
for Hershey. I just tried to push it.
This
That's fine.
this honestly
Like
was
you
for
would push
Geekus.
a-
Like
a
that's the
Hershey
whole
Highway.
reason that I put this on here
Yeah.
because Cadbury's huge in Canada.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
and here's the
massive.
thing, guys. Sewer Rug played his part well. That's the whole point of this. I want to make sure everyone understands that you're supposed to actively like provide that counterpoint. You're like a lawyer defending a shitty person that you know killed those kids. You know what I mean? You're not getting no one's getting paid here, but you're doing your job. So that's
I
what
think
We're not getting
I think I
paid?
work with Hershey on most days. Okay?
Oh.
In my line of work. So yeah, I'm definitely just gonna prove my point. That's all. That's all
Yeah.
that matters here. not whether you're right or wrong. Just prove your point. God damn it.
Okay,
TTT
Vandal.
says, "Moo, I'm Norwegian. It's 5:30 in the morning, so brain is as shit as a Hershey's chocolate."
Oh,
Norwegia. That's just south of Timberland, right?
Those are shoes.
Just north of REI, yeah.
All right, Vandal. So do you want to be pro or con?
Let's be pro. I feel like being positive today.
Okay, Snorkel, since you won, you get to pick the number.
I will pick number 5, like
Oh,
you
I'm
knew
shocked.
I
I already
Yep.
had it. Like I'm
Yep.
over it. All right,
Oh,
so this is
hell
Kool-Aid.
yeah.
So Vandal's got to be pro. Which one do you want to be pro?
Well, I'm not going to go the easy route. Let's let Snorkel have
take
a
the
freebie.
easy route.
I'm
Take the
taking
easy
lemon
route.
lime.
Okay. Go ahead, Snorkel. So you are pro grape and Vandal is pro lemon lime. I was wondering how this would go because I think there are lemon lime people and there are grape people. So Vandal, you can go first. Knock yourself out.
All right, so you're gonna sit down to chill out, after a long day, and you find yourself reaching for a cold beverage, one that you've had in the fridge, chilling around. You may have made at home, and usually when you go for a Kool-Aid or something like that. Me personally, I mean, I can say from my experience, I've seen most people drink this when it's warmer weather out. Kool-Aid is more of a warmer weather kind of thing, and so usually you have, your picture of your stuff and you put your, either massive amount or not enough sugar in it. And you come back from either a day out like working or you're doing some like, stuff around the house or you're, stoned and you want to go, enjoy something to drink. So what would you do? You would probably go grab a lemon lime. And the reason why I'd say a lemon lime is because it's refreshing, but it's not too heavy on the sugar. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with wanting to have something super sweet, but as something that I would say is a universal drink from Kool-Aid, I would definitely vote lemon lime because it's a lot lighter on the palate. It doesn't overpower or saturate anything you may be eating with it. Because, like, if you're stoned, guaranteed you're going to have either like some popcorn chicken, some chips, or something like that. And then you drink the lemon lime. It doesn't really take away from the flavor of whatever it's you're eating. It doesn't ruin your palate. But if you were to drink something like grape over here, it's very sugary usually. Me personally, and I bet most people would test this. You've never had a undersugared grape, ever, ever, not once. And here's the thing: when you drink it, it kind of sticks to your mouth a little bit. A lot of us in this chat are vapors, so a little bit of experience from myself, and I'm sure a lot of you had. When you do these super fruity, heavy, sugary flavors, you get that filmy taste in your mouth. You get um, the grape afterthought, and it's still sitting there. And then so you go to eat like some Lay's salty potato chips. It just doesn't match well. So me personally, I'm gonna have to say lemon lime is number one because it's universal, it's refreshing, and it doesn't overpower your taste buds.
Well, let's answer the question in chat. GTT is asking, isn't Kool-Aid just barely dissolved sugar in water? It's pretty close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
pretty
the
much,
most
yeah.
part.
Yeah.
And some color.
So anyway, Snorkel, go ahead with your argument for grape over lemon
My
lime.
counterpoint is purple stuff.
You son of a bitch.
no, I mean, think about it. Let that sink in.
It's crazy how like this was the one we chose and neither of us planned it. Snorkel's wearing a grape shirt and I got lemon lime.
You got lemon lime.
Here.
I died a little. It was perfect.
Yeah, the when I was putting these together, I was talking to the guy at work, and I just quickly asked him, what Kool-Aid flavors did he drink as a kid, and he's like, 21, so he's never had really much Kool-Aid at all. But he's like, isn't grape for that stuff? And I'm like, oh, scissor. I mean, not that I know.
Yeah. Purple stuff, man. Fucking purple
Yeah,
stuff.
well, Snorkel's done with his point, I guess. I mean,
That's all I got.
It's universal.
That's all I need to have.
Oh, come on. It's I don't want to argue your point, but it's lemon lime's universal. THC drinks.
When you go,
if you indulge in syrups, and stuff
when
like
you
that.
go to a good Southern restaurant, the menu for drinks consists of sweet tea and purple stuff. It doesn't consist of lemon lime. You aren't drinking lemon lime Kool-Aid with your brisket and pulled pork.
Time to make a decision on the winner here.
Snorkel is very wordy. Um, but Vandal got to a point, and I was hoping to hear more about, Lemon Lime being the OG, right? I really
Yeah.
wanted to hear some of that. It's what Bruce Jenner would represent. Me like, look, Lemon Lime, and like it
Oh,
was.
come on. Don't tell me.
I felt
you
like it
think
was.
lemon lime makes the frogs gay.
Also,
I just thought
Cherry
whatever
was
part of the
first
city
one.
that you lived in, you might have a difference of opinion on which Kool-Aid.
But
Yeah. Did you live on
Yeah.
the fun side of the tracks or the boring side of the tracks?
Boring.
Yeah, I lived on the fun side.
So, in all honesty, I thought Vandal would be more of a grape guy.
I thought he was
Well,
going to take.
Completely
When
honest.
he just gave it to me, I was like, oh shit, okay.
no, here's the thing. Like, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I prefer it because I'm drinking it. But I just feel like grape for a lot of people was a very, like Snorkel just said 2 words.
Got to read Steve-O.
You know what I mean? Yeah, let me go through chat real quick, actually. I'm going to start at the top. Sewer Rug says, Kool-Aid debate. Ern says, lemon lime is a far superior Kool-Aid. I have 0 reason, but I'm right. Lemon lime would also make a better Kool-Aid pickle. Mr. Fantastic says lemon lime's the best. Sewer Rug says, that's the spirit. GTT isn't Kool-Aid. Sugar, yeah, we went through that one. Sorry. Let's see. Purple Kool-Aid makes your poop turn green, says Steve-O. Aaron says, how many gallons you drinking, Steve? Steve-O says, all the gallons. Aaron says black cherry was his go-to Kool-Aid. Steve-O says, no one is making a lemon lime scissor. Just saying. Oh, man.
Hells yeah, Ern.
Just saying.
Wait till you get to Ern's comment on that.
Yeah. Mike D says, gentlemen. Mike D, good to see you. Mike
Oh,
T
it's true.
says you can control. Oh wait, Ern says lean is Sprite and syrup, lemon lime. I'm telling you, man.
It's really true. I mean,
true.
from what I've heard from watching Drugs Inc.
Yeah. Mike
What
T
I
says you
understand.
control the. Sorry, Sewer Reg. What were you saying?
I was
Oh.
saying that's what I understand. Please go on.
Yeah. He's drinking cow Kool-Aid right now. Lean is Sprite syrup. Yeah. Mike T says you control the sugar in Kool-Aid. I'm for purple drink. It's an American classic. Lemon lime wins for soda though.
That is true, though. Grape soda is absolute shit.
I don't mind a grape soda. I do prefer an orange soda for it, but that's not the point. And I get where or Anthony was going with it because I am definitely the 8 Mile side of the tracks, I guess out of this group than anyone else, and don't get me wrong. I grew up on a lot of purple drink. I drink a lot of it, but like lemon lime, I'm a zesty guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't. But like
I'm a lemon lime guy too, so it's
Yeah.
I totally understand.
Oh wow, Ronnie coming in hot said I drink the red stuff. Fuck purple or green. Okay.
Cherry was the OG, was the first
Yeah.
Kool-Aid flavor, so.
Yeah.
So Sewer Rug, who's taking the this debate?
Yeah, I got to give this one to Vandal. He actually put words into it, and Snorkel just
sat there.
All I had to do was say 2 words, and that is the correct answer.
Snorkel uses boring side of the tracks.
Oh, and Mike D's agreeing with the grape drink. And he said,
Yeah.
All right, Sewer Rug, pro or
Drank.
con?
It's drank.
let me become pro.
All right, Vandal, what number? I've still got
3.
Still got 3.
I remembered that one at least.
All right, in a fight, who would
Oh.
win versus Ronald McDonald versus Burger King? So Sewer Rug has pro, so he's pro Ronald McDonald, and Vandal is pro the Burger King. So
I'm sad at this placement, but
You see what you just got yourself into? I mean,
I have my own thoughts about this, but I wanted to hear you guys debate this out. So
because I mean, we're talking about a fist fight here.
yes,
okay?
yeah.
We're talking about a
UFC
brawl.
cage match here.
We
got the Ronald in this corner. Yes.
I'm just giving chat a little 20-second catch up.
Yeah, no, you're good. I could have done the whole intro thing.
It's gonna get there.
Oh, do it.
Well, I mean, think about it. Ronald's got the whole posse that he trains with, right? He trains with criminals like the Hamburglar, and he's got the big guy to bounce off of, Grimace. Like, he's got options, okay? And he's scrappy. Have you seen those feet? He's flopping around, kicking things. You never know what to expect with Ronald. He's got the colors of Chucky. He's got the brutal tactics. And he's known to let his shake machine go down so that way he could kick your ass, Mr. King. I think he has a problem with Burger King biting his style too. Big Mac whopping on things. No. Ronald's taking this one and his clown face and destroying the crown. He's taking the king down.
All right, first of all, you speak to me as your majesty over here with your goddamn Ronald McDonald looking like it fucked a goddamn barber pole coming out with fucking tall ass socks. That weird girl that smelled like goddamn cat hair coming out all the time. Yo, you run around with your goon squad. Fucking Grimace has Down syndrome. You guys haven't even helped him. He's walking around here just drooling everywhere, and then the Hamburglar, like, oh, it's cool to hang out with the jaw rule of McDonald's, you know what I mean? Like, he's not even that hard. He's over here like, hee. I'm over here. I'm rolling in. I had the Pokemon coins in 1999. You guys didn't have that shit. You guys call it a Happy Meal. It just makes kids happy to shut up because they get to eat the cardboard because it tastes a lot better than that goddamn quarter-inch of fucking cheeseburger you got over there. I'm going to take that fucking cheeseburger and shove it up your ass after I fix my crown from your disrespect. Are you kidding me? Flame broiled, beat down. Extra
Oh,
pickles.
you think you're ready for this? Ronald's gonna show up to your strip mall parking lot. You're broken down Ross on the back corner. He's gonna show you what's what before you even get your robes off there, Mr. Shiny Shoes boy. I ain't afraid of this. I'm ready. The clown is down. I'll tell you what. He's gonna destroy, and that's just what Ronald does.
Wait, aren't you the guy whose coffee burns old ladies, but you want to kick my ass?
We started with old ladies just to make our way to the king.
Listen here,
All right.
shoestring prize.
Come on, Snorkel. Give me.
Sorry.
Go through
I
chat
got
or
I got
something.
stuck
I
in
just wanna-
chat. Hold on. Yeah, because Kentucky also. Yeah, no, that's how you also make the sweet tea. Yeah, you put in the baking soda. It makes sugar dissolve better. Sweet tea and Greek drink with a little bit of baking soda. Boom.
Snorkel's our Internet Explorer.
Vandal,
player,
if you want to go
remember?
through chat, you're more than welcome
Yeah.
to.
Since Snorkel's, he's the Internet Explorer of the chat. So.
Oh no, I was listening. I just already knew who won this before it started. So.
I know. I really wish I would have had Ronald McDonald. I had so much
Yeah,
lined up.
yeah.
Burger King has like no character. He's just like.
He's just Burger King with creepy 90s video games.
Yeah.
That was just wrong.
Some of those were fun.
He tried to do like a cool kids club, and there was like the wheelchair kid and like the glasses girl. Like that's all I remember.
Yeah, it was basically the Grimace crew with
Steve-O points it out though. Clowns fight dirty.
Yeah.
So yeah.
GTT says Ronald McDonald's the fucking OG. Ronnie says Ronald, clowns are scary. Let's see. Ern says Ronald all day. The king is a racist. I don't know how you figure that. How many more black people do you see in that Burger King than fucking McDonald's? Ronald is Steve-O says, Snorkel, you live in Oregon.
I know, I can't speak, but even here it happens.
Wheels, that's right, Ern. Wheels. That's his
Ronald is the type to throw you off with a wet willy, then put his clown shoe straight up your ass, says Steve-O. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Ronnie says, I mean, he made Grimace shit in a cup and made people eat it. Sick bastard. Steve-O says, clowns fight dirty. Mr. Fantech says, this is fun. How have you ever seen this before? Because you're probably watching Pornhub at this time. Great to see you. Yeah, so Mike T says, definitely, I think Big Ron would channel his inner psycho side with the quickness. Yeah. And here's the thing. Since the debate's over, Ronald McDonald all fucking day, but I gotta sell it, I gotta sell. I love fridges, I gotta sell them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so Snorkel, what's your?
Oh yeah, no, Ronald McDonald won this. Also, Suey Rug took it with the voiceover at the end. That clinched his win of that debate. Doing the announcer voice. So, yeah.
Back to my.
All right, we'll do one more. I'll let you guys do a little of a free for all, but somebody has to pick one side. Somebody has to pick the other. All right.
I will still pick Pro.
All right. That should be pretty easy, actually. Well, I don't know. It might be a little more difficult. So
I'm hoping this is the one about pineapples on pizza.
Yeah, that was too easy. I thought about doing that. It was just way too easy.
That's why I've been taking Pro all night.
So Snorkel is pro Taco Bell, and you two are pro Chipotle.
Oof.
Hey,
what makes Taco Bell better? What makes Chipotle better? And you're off.
I'm gonna let the Chipotle take the first spot.
Oh, for the first time that Taco Bell didn't just run through something. All right. Let's go ahead and start this off. It's funny, you know, like don't get me wrong, you can go to Taco Bell, you know, you got $5, you can get a chalupa if that's what you call it, or like, you know, a Mexican pizza. But it's the same fucking thing and just, you know, the same ingredients just mixed up in a different way. You come into a Chipotle, you're gonna see robots making your food now. Fuck people. You know what I mean? You ain't even gotta talk to people anymore. You're an introvert, you're coming to fucking Chipotle. And guess what? We're gonna charge you an extra $10 on Uber Eats, but you're gonna pay for it. The extra guac, yeah. You know why? Because our stuff comes in bowls. After you eat Taco Bell, you have no bowels. You know, there's nothing left. You know, you come to Chipotle, you got a choice between 3 different meats that are actually made out of meat. Like, when's the last time you seen a solid piece of something come out of Taco Bell in or out? Not once. So you
Darkest
come over,
powder.
we've got lettuce on our stuff. We've got 2 different types of cheese. It's not just nacho cheese with your nacho fries. We've got white cheese and we got the yeller cheese, okay? You put it on top of it, you know, you do whatever you want with it. You want to take your fucking burrito, you got a burrito. Guess what? You like a burrito, but you want to still call it a burrito. It's kind of like being like, you know, a lesbian, but using a dick-shaped dildo. Guess what? It's a burrito bowl. It's not a burrito, but guess what? We'll tell you it is. We make you feel good about whatever the fuck you want to eat when you come into Chipotle.
Tag me in, Chipotle. Tag me in. Psh, that's right. Yo, te quiero my flavors, Taco Bell. You think you're going to come at us with your $5 gets you a little slice of something? $5 gets you an oversized burrito. You want something the size of your head to eat? That's what we provide. We got beans, man. We got more than just refried. We got black beans, too. Man, we got all the things that you wish you had, Taco Bell.
We
You
don't
died.
bean discriminate.
Yeah, we don't bean discriminate. You died out on options in the 90s. We're still inventing. We're still creating. And did he mention guacamole? That's something you guys have never had. Wish your Chihuahua was still around to tell us about that. What do you got, Taco Bell?
Yeah, where's the Chihuahua, by the way? Is it in the
Oh,
taco?
the Chihuahua might be in the taco. It still tastes better than your subpar shredded what you call steak that came from the side of a horse. Also, we are open at 3 a.m. and you guys are fucking closed. So when you're drunk as shit and need some food, you can't just hobble your way into a Chipotle and get food unless you're going to bed and getting up for the early bird special tomorrow, you old people. You've got a choice of everything on the menu made from the same ingredients, so the stoned high schooler that is serving your food can't fuck it up like he can fuck it up at Chipotle. How hard is it to
Robots.
put the cheese in the bowl with the nacho chips? Very hard, Chipotle. You keep forgetting the cheese constantly, even though you have 2 different types of them. You're also closed. Did I mention you're closed at 3 a.m.? And when I spend $20, I want to be able to feed 4 people, not 2.
Yeah, that's cute. Anyways, the best part about it is you're bragging about serving like, you know, the people that are out stealing catalytic converters. Okay, number one, you're supporting the criminal community. Okay,
Yeah,
number one. Number
you're
two,
not.
who the fuck are you to talk about putting cheese on the side of Mr. Cheese Dip Cup? Oh, let's bring back the fries. They're not even fucking Mexican food, you son of a bitch.
They're coated in Cheeto cheese dust. They are superior.
Oh, so are my fingers after a long masturbation session, but I'm not selling it for $3.29.
But you could.
You know what? All right. You got anything else
Only if
here,
you can catch it in a cup.
Good.
Also, Ern brings up a really good point, and I don't, Suey, you don't have guacamole at your Taco Bells?
Probably. I don't know. Chipotle's
Oh,
from
okay.
Colorado, and I hate it, so I
I
just
hate Chipotle too.
tried to do the best I could.
They
Yeah.
fuck up every order I have ever made.
Oh yeah, absolutely every goddamn order. It's so damn expensive. It's so expensive.
I'm just
But
glad you didn't bring up Taco or Chipotle's like E. coli like business, right?
yeah.
Because we had a bunch of like recalls.
You had
Yeah,
the bunch of
didn't throw
recalls,
in the
but you
debate.
also had the horse meat that you were passing off as steak for about a year. Jack in the Box got in the same trouble in the same year because they were passing off horse meat as steak.
If it sells, man. If it sells, I'm just eating
You
chili.
got to yell out some of this chat, Vandal, because there's some good
Yeah.
stuff out
It's good.
Should have been Taco Bell versus Del Taco, says Ern. That's an easy one.
Del Taco, veggie
Del-
burrito.
Yeah, Del Taco. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Ern says he doesn't know if he's ever been in Chipotle. Wow. Kentucky
You aren't
Shine
missing
says,
shit.
it depends on your taste. If you're stoned, it's good. Kentucky Shine says They are both colon cleansers. Yep.
Both colon cleansers,
Yeah.
actually.
GTT says all this food talk and nothing about buttered sausage and what it does. I'm not googling that.
No.
Ern
Anthony,
says
Google
still
it for
talking.
us.
My Google's broken.
GTT
Sorry.
also says beans. And Mike D says bank account doesn't allow the
Bank account
guac.
doesn't allow the guac.
Ern says TB's guac is whack. And yeah, I've had Taco Bell's guac, and it's
It is
basically.
disgusting.
Have you like imagine ketchup's consistency
Oh,
in
God.
guacamole?
Yo,
It's bad. Like it's.
I know why they do it, but I just don't like the caulk gun sour cream dispenser. There's just something about that I just don't like.
and
Yeah.
Mike T brings the best point to this argument.
Yeah, I'm not touching either. They're both an abomination. I'll go to my local taqueria or taco truck first. Yeah.
Hells yes, the taco trucks.
Grey Wombasky says, FYI, horse meat is much better for you than beef. Lower in fat, higher in protein, and more omega 3s.
Yes, but it isn't steak.
Yeah, and I had no idea that Vandal was picking that background, so he was arguing for Chipotle
No,
in a
in a Taco Bell.
From a
At 3
Taco Bell.
a.m.
The manager didn't even kick him out. I love that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I've got some kind of Del Taco fever dream going on in my background. So
A little bit of everything.
So I hope you guys enjoyed a little head-to-head. It was just I just thought it was a good episode for it, and you guys do fantastic on these debates. So I love it.
curiosity, what was the last one?
Last two.
No, there's
only
one.
more.
There's only one more. No, we did number 2, or we did number 1. Oh, mayo every oh.
You guys did so good on the other ones. I felt like
I like
really-
Miracle Whip on sandwiches, but we'll save that for a different time.
I was just trying to. That was just to stir up a fight, to be honest. So, all right. Well, let's go on.
I wanted to know what the fight would have been.
and then we'll play Vandal's Last Supper. So
I got a matchup for you. Your face can fight my butt for air. Bumpers up.
there you go. Snowball.
I think your ass is gonna win.
Never know.
All right, Anthony.
Cool. All right. Just a few random picks that I have had in my archives that have to do with food, and I thought it was a great opportunity to be able to share them with you guys. And one that I actually took this picture not even a week ago. So first one's up here. Hiring $21 an hour at McDonald's. And I wanted to ask this question at the beginning, like, what number would that have to reach for you to be like, okay,
35.
okay?
$35 an hour. There's no fucking way you'd ever pay me to work food service like that.
I did fast food. I no, not even.
I'd be
at
surprised
21.
if most of the people that we know haven't at some point in their life. Like I
Yeah.
worked at a McDonald's, and the funny thing is, I worked at a McDonald's where they were paying $5 an hour because a minimum wage was $3.35, and that was a little bit
Yeah.
more. So
I think when I
Yeah.
worked at Wendy's, they were paying federal minimum wage, and that was back in fucking 2000. So, yeah, it was.
I never
bad.
worked. Sorry, go ahead.
But, oh no, even for 21 now, maybe $50 an hour. I
Yeah.
could see working fast food again for $50 an hour.
Yeah, I applied for a couple like fast food places. Like Wendy's didn't even call me back, and the guy that was taking my order was missing an arm. But I did work at that sandwich shop I told you guys about, and it was close enough. You know, you just deal with people, but the thing is like when you're dealing with like whether it's any kind of food thing, you don't have like a general customer. I mean, I get you could be like, oh, the slobs and stuff like that, but you get every asshole ever because everyone eats. You know what I mean? You're not to a specific audience, and you never know what's coming through the door. And all the videos you see online, like I said, like $35 maybe. I think about it, but no fucking way. Like not even $21. Like even if I lived in like small town Arkansas and that was like 10 times the national average or the median, I don't even think I'd do it then. Like,
yeah, Mike D, to answer your question, it's like if it's anything like where I'm at right now,
there's no one
they are
working.
desperate for employees.
Yeah.
Like they're opening more businesses than there are people to fill all of these positions. There's a Jimmy John's that they're building like, a couple of miles away from me. And I'm like, where are you going to get people to staff this thing?
That's like, especially out here in Vegas, it's bad right now. I felt bad the other night. We went through the Jack in a Box. One girl was working the whole store. and it was fucking 6 p.m., and that's when everyone starts rolling
Oh
in
my
and shit
God.
like that. You know what I mean? Like we pulled in, it was just us in the car, and then after like we got our food, we drive around the parking lot to leave the fucking shopping center, and there's at least 20 cars in that, just the Jack in the Box alone, and there's a Del Taco across from it. Same fucking thing. Like we used to go to this Wendy's every morning and get, I like the breakfast baconator, whatever. It was good. And
Sure.
we go there, and like this chick quit while taking our order. Literally, like gave us our food and was like, "Well, you guys are the last person I'm serving." Like, what? And she's like, "I'm quitting," and like closed the thing. And there's like cars behind us, and just walked out, got in her car, and left. Like I don't even think she locked it up. Like, and that's the thing is like people treat the fast food like shit. 'Cause you think you're never gonna see these people again because it's very
Yeah.
easy to not to. You can go to a different McDonald's, you can go to a different
Sure.
Burger King or whatever it is. But yeah,
I loved
fuck
who I
that.
worked with, but the customers is why I'll never do it again. Because the customers at fast food are the absolute shittiest customers you'll ever get in customer service.
Yeah.
And I
So,
worked
Rug, I want to
hard
let you
store.
have a moment here before I go on to the next slide. If you wanted to say anything about this.
I just think the Big Mac isn't that expensive, Uh,
Surprise.
main thing here,
You'd be surprised.
it's like
They're
supply
like
and demand.
$7 now.
Yeah, for if you get a large size meal at McDonald's, you're paying
Yeah.
around $10.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's
Feel
gone
sorry
up.
for you.
Yeah.
There we go. What's
Agreed.
inside? I want to open the cake right now. Next slide.
I just
one
big
is it?
boobs. Is there big boobs or big hearts in the cake?
Well,
I
there's
wanna
only
open
one
the cake.
cake.
Yeah, but there
But
could
there
be
could
two
be
big
two.
boobs in that
Yes.
cake. How
Yes,
big
there
is
could
the
be-
cake?
That's a takeaway plate. That cake's not that big.
You
I
don't
mean,
know.
you could get a takeaway plate like this.
And it's not the size of the boobs, it's the shape. Look at that.
It-
There could be two perfectly shaped boobs in that cake.
There
Yeah,
really
I mean,
could. I don't
I'm
want
sure
there
it
to be
feels
a
like a
heart
bag of
in it,
sand.
though.
And arteries and stuff. No one wants to eat arteries from a cake. Just memories.
I don't want to eat memories from a cake either, though, dude.
You've never been, so you don't know. What if it's ice cream filled?
Yeah, eat cake off
I
of boobs
don't want
before.
my boobs ice cream filled either.
They're normally cold anyways.
Yeah.
The only way this would be better if it was a PT Cruiser.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
It is superb what it is right now. Somebody knew what they were doing. It's beautiful.
Like, don't
But
get
if it
me
was a-
wrong. Like, yeah, the
If it was a
execution's
PT
amazing.
Cruiser. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, the execution's great.
Yeah, but
It's
there's no
hideous.
seeds. It's seedless. I'm upset about the seedless spots.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's got seeds. See, like on the door, there's like 2 seeds there. There's like 4 seeds on the dash.
Typical.
Not a very fertile watermelon. That's for
No,
sure.
no.
Yeah.
If-
Shout out
if
to
I was
Erd real
fancy,
quick.
But the question is, Surag, would you slap this watermelon?
100%. I would
Because I
sell
know
it
you
to
enjoy that.
I have a friend named Helen, and I would buy it just for her and be like, "This is Helen's watermelon," and that's what would be it. That would be the whole point of the story, so she could drive her watermelon. It's Helen's watermelon.
If this wasn't for like one of those Gusher commercials in the '90s, like I don't understand. Because like I get like the paint and the fucking interior is amazing, but those tires are shit. At least get like ones that look like watermelon butts or whatever. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
you say?
Or the
could, you,
half watermelon spinner, the half watermelon slice spinner rim.
could you imagine this on that MTV show with Exhibit, the car?
Oh yeah.
With
Yeah,
my ride. Like, yo, you say you're
how
a
did-
farmer. I'm gonna make you a watermelon car, like and that's what you
I'm
got.
glad he didn't go the way I thought you were gonna go with that.
All right, on to the next slide.
Shout
So
out to
I
Ern real quick.
actually
Hold
took
on.
this picture a couple of nights ago. I needed a spray bottle, and I went to like 3 stores before I finally found one, which seemed odd, but I just don't know where everything is. But this particular sign struck me funny when I was in the store. I'm like, what other kind are there?
Well,
No,
they're the hardware nuts, so
No,
that
the way
people.
Cooking
the way
nuts.
I'm reading
This
it
is in a
is
grocery store.
yeah, the way I'm reading it is it's popcorn eating nuts, and I want to watch popcorn eat nuts.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I read it. And I love the aisle selection. It's like, where am I gonna find jerky and rice? Down.
That is such a weird combination. Like I can understand the rice.
No, it's the
ramen.
college aisle, is what it is.
It is. You can get everything to survive per week on aisle 5.
Yeah.
You are
Kid's taking
done.
his change in his hand coming in. I'm new to town. They go down aisle 5. You'll be
Just
fine. by
go
the
down
time-
aisle 5 for like $7. You will eat good for the rest of the week. You're fine. You're covered. Just
And when you
aisle
get
5,
to the end
buddy.
of aisle 5, just know that everybody experiments in college. Like that's just part of it.
But I
It
want
just
to know,
struck
like,
me funny. I just don't know why they would need to add that word to that.
was there? Well, because I guess you got like cookie. Is there such a thing as like cookie nuts? Like I can't. I know people.
Those are
do.
still edible. I mean,
Yeah, but I know there's a difference though. You know what I mean? Like this is like the snack aisle. If you like
Well,
Midwestern
should've
snack
seen-
aisle.
Aisle 6 is decorative nuts, and
That's
it's
what I
just
was wondering. Is
and
there
aisle
another one?
4 is nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
I mean,
was
I
there-
think
was there
mine are
another
pretty,
aisle?
but I would never call them decorative.
Was there another aisle though that had like cookie nuts, decorative nuts?
I didn't know. And
Baking nuts.
because of the rural area that I live in, maybe they're not truck nuts. Like, but why would they be on this aisle with all the rest of this stuff? It just
Well, to be fair, that does look like something that would be in a camper of a truck driver's camp.
Although, thanks to Suey Rug, I can't
Dashboard.
unsee popcorn eating nuts now. So
get your butter's worth. It's coming down.
Who's this guy named Popcorn?
Oh wow.
Hells yeah!
I like
somebody
Sonic
mentioned
food
this
and
earlier, so I was like, I'm glad I put
Yeah.
that in there.
I
Also,
love Sonic food and drinks, but every Sonic you go to, it's a fucking gamble. It's either your food's amazing or it's fucking
or it's
terrible.
trash.
Yeah.
And the one in my town is
And-
trash. So it's
Yeah,
good.
and once you find out your Sonic's food is trash, it never gets better. You have to find the
You
Sonic.
have to find the
good
one with the
food.
good new microwave.
Yeah.
Yo,
Shout out to Graham Basky. He says beef jerky rice sounds pretty fucking sweet though.
Great Lebowski didn't experiment in college, evidently.
Dude, you shave the
that
beef jerky with
popcorn
a
eating
cheese
nuts
I don't want any of
grater?
that ramen noodle popcorn though. That stuff's disgusting.
Ramen noodle popcorn.
With or
eating
without the
nuts.
packet. Still
Ramen
not
noodle
good.
popcorn, some shit Rachel Ray would try to push on white middle-aged women.
Also,
And,
every single ice cream product you can get from Sonic is delicious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have the best drinks.
Oh yeah, their drinks. Yeah,
They're on point. I have
chocolate
people
grape
drink
Dr
them.
Pepper. If you haven't had it, go have it.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
limeade the whole way. That or
Their
some-
grape limeade is also
That debate we already had. That part's over with. We're
But-
on to another
Hershey
part of the
grape
as
show.
what?
far as drinks go, Sonic has the best drinks, but not quite much hits as good as McDonald's Sprite.
the if you go to Sonic, get the chocolate grape Dr Pepper.
Last one.
We
Always
So
have
the
the
wait,
worst.
no,
best
wait. Are those
period
drips or
pizza.
is that drips of stuff on that pizza, or is that pepperoni, pussaroni,
It's pussaroni. Yeah, it's finger licking good.
pussaroni?
It's extra protein.
The thing that no one in San
well,
Francisco
God.
eats.
You can
Well,
have
it's-
your pizza and your Red Wings at the same
And this
time.
is
Wait,
just
hold on.
this is another one of those situations where the guy doing the graphic design needs to make it, put it on his computer, and sit back for a minute and just look at everything before he sends it off. Because
Or
Okay.
this guy was
I have a
getting
bone to
paid
pick. I have a
so
bone to pick
low,
with this
he did it on
restaurant
purpose.
because the one in our town is only open once a week or for 1 week a month. And like they're really mean with service. They never pay attention to you. They just want to complain and just yell and say their back hurts and then they throw pizza at you. It's
Yeah.
just awful.
I'm
Also-
down for having a pizza thrown at me though.
Ronnie says blood clot pizza. Mike D says minstrel pie. Yeah, this guy definitely didn't do this, and I don't know if maybe I'm just like wigging out, but is the best like how it says we have the best? Is the word best?
Best is off.
Slightly
It's-
bigger than the other
Yeah.
letters.
And it's slightly raised. The
Yeah.
E in the and best are up.
I didn't make this, so just
Well,
so
if you
put it
did,
out
it's pretty
there.
bad.
Yeah, if you made this,
What the
it's
period
shit.
looks like is you ever are like in the middle of sending a text and you add a photo to it and it cuts the sentence like dead in half for some
Yeah.
reason. Like
You
that's
tried
what it
to
looks
ad-
like it happened here. Like somebody was making this and they dropped that image in. It's like, oh well, we'll just leave it there.
He was making this in MS Word, and he
Yeah.
just moved the period a little bit, and it resized everything, and he's just like, "Fuck it, send it."
Spacing
Well-
is everything. Could you imagine the kids
I'm
when
working
you
with
get home?
this. It's a piece of shit. I can't handle it anymore.
Could you imagine your kids when they're eating dinner like, Mom, it tastes like copper. Like that'd be so wrong. You just destroyed the meal.
Yeah, I
Hopper
did
and
wanna
Nichols.
ask, since Iron Supplement Pizza says GTT. They're trying to emphasize the best, but it just looks out of place. Says Earn. Yeah. What you eat when wife won't cook because of period, says Ronnie. I do have to ask though, since Great Wombaski was talking about it before, the other stuff being good in omega-3s, the horse meat. What do you get a lot of iron out of this one? Like,
You would get a lot of iron. Yeah.
Can you take me off spotlight, please?
I like that you went for
Oh.
Geekus's next
Oh,
slide.
I couldn't take it anymore. Like I was like, I had to. When I saw that picture, I had to save it because it's just like,
Yeah, it's bad.
yeah, that went farther than I was hoping. Anyway, talking about going farther than anyone was hoping, Vandal, you got a segment you want to do?
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and run the bumper and explain it after. And I made sounds and stuff too. So
Sweet.
Bumper sound?
no, oh wait, this is
We should watch the bumpers since you're not going to include it over your shoulder like Anthony
Bumper
does.
sound.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish this whole thing of milk. This was like
milk was
20
a bad
ounces.
choice.
So hot.
All right, so since we're doing the food episode, I had a light bulb idea. It happen every once in a while, and I was like, you know what? I think this would be a good segment where we kind of talk about, how like when you're in like prison or something, whatever, blah blah blah. You get your last meal, and I wanted to see what you guys would choose to be the last meal you would ever eat. And of course, it doesn't have to be like, oh, a KFC 3-piece with only KFC sides. Like this is your last meal, whatever the fuck you want. Like, let's start with your appetizer, I guess, your main entree, and your dessert and your drink that you would have with your last meal. And I wanted to see, because I think like a lot of this is, could be a little telling on some people of who they are and what they like to a degree. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll go ahead and start with Sewer Rug first, since he always gets cut off. And then let you guys catch up a little bit, because I'm sure we're gonna have changes once we start hearing other people's. You know what I mean?
No, I won't.
I am so
Also
glad.
with Steve-O, the
I'm
bumper slaps.
So glad you picked me first, because I already know what my last meal would be. It would be one of my high school stoner day meals where I'd smoke a bunch of weed and just keep eating all night. Call it hibernate. So we're going to start off with some soft pretzels and mustard, because that's the appetizer. Soft pretzels, mustard, and a Dr. Pepper. That's just warming up the belly. That's just getting things ready, okay? We're going to move on to fish sticks with ranch and some leftover mustard from the soft pretzels. Hear me out, Anthony. I also got those little pizzas, the little
The two per box ones.
no, the one per box where they're not flat, but they got a little thickness to them. Little pizza guys, little French bread, Red Baron guys. Okay. Two of those. Boom, boom. Throw those in. But they had their own sleeves. Remember that? They had their own little microwave sleeves. Okay. That with the French sticks, the fish sticks. Okay. I'm down in that with a glass of chocolate milk. All right. While all this is going on, we have a bag of Funyuns and a bucket of cream cheese that I'm just dipping the Funyuns in between the fish sticks and the pizzas. Okay. The ranch is shared with the fish sticks and the pizzas. Now, my almost dessert after all that is the 3-layer Eggo. And that means top layer is, your butter, your syrup. Second layer is peanut butter. Bottom layer is jelly, and just keeping that simple.
So no Eggo?
There's Eggos in between the peanut butter and jelly.
You didn't cover that.
It's in between the layers. It's in
I got
between
that.
the layers of Eggo. That's how it works. Okay. Now we have to move on to dessert. Dessert is necessary and essential. Once again, I'm going to use some leftover stuff because I'm not a waster. So I have brownies, but I also have ranch and mustard. So the brownies are going to be mixed with the ranch and mustard for
Why
the
did
dessert.
you let him go first?
And then chocolate milk to just finish it all off. So that's my last meal, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, that
I
would
know
finish me off for sure.
That's what I would do. That was a regular high school night for me. So why not?
The worst part is like 99% of that, I know exactly what he's talking about. Like,
I know you do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
All
the
of it,
KSL
all of it
sticks,
was
man.
good. I don't care about Anthony's reaction. All of that was. Oh yeah.
They reminded me of like everything you could buy a la carte from high school once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, well,
If you're having something out of the microwave for your last meal, that's just fucking Terrible. Oh, I can't stand that shit.
Oh man. All right, Anthony. Well, since you seem to have something like eloquent planned, what would your last meal be?
I wouldn't say it's eloquent. It's just not like that junky of junk food, you know?
Thank
Well,
you,
first
Mikey.
off, I adore Thanksgiving food.
Okay.
When it comes around to that time of the year, you know, when you can buy a turkey for like $10, I buy as many as my freezer will hold, and then I eat them throughout the year because I fucking love turkey. So, unfortunately, it would have to be a turkey that I made because I have had bad experiences. Other people just don't know how to make a good turkey. But the other thing is, when I was a kid, my grandmother, great aunts, and all this would roll these hand rolled noodles, and they would have to let them set out like to dry or something like that, is how the thing worked. And they would make this like chicken noodle thing, but it was like thick, almost like gravy. And that on top of mashed potatoes, you could just kill me. Like that is the most delicious thing. I mean, I would eat that until I could not eat anything anymore. And definitely dessert because I have a serious sweet tooth, but I couldn't be happier if the last thing that I ate on this earth was an old dirty bastard from Voodoo Donuts.
Those are
All right.
good.
So
I could send you some.
I would love you forever.
You give me an address, I can
There were
send you a
times I went
box
out to
of them.
Colorado and had a little stuff and would just sit there staring at the corner eating the Voodoo Donut, and I was in absolute paradise.
Also, the Old Dirty Bastard is the best one at Voodoo Donuts.
It's
Oh
my
my
absolute
god.
favorite. I would go there at like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. in Colorado because there wouldn't be a line at that time, and I could go in and get what. But I've spent $50 in a Voodoo Donuts before. I mean, without an issue. Like,
It's so good.
I love that place. I wish we had him here. So, Snorkel, you're up next, buddy.
It's his
It fully
background.
depends on the type of execution. Because
Oh my god.
I've thought about this, but if I'm getting
All right, death by thumbtack. Okay.
if it's death by thumbtack, that matches with getting firing squad or hanging. It's 8 gallons of cherry Kool-Aid.
Okay.
If it's electrocution, it's just unpopped popcorn kernels.
Stupid.
And if it's any other way, it's I want to draw this out as long as fucking possible. There is a gas station, only gas station for boats down in Louisiana. It's outside of New Orleans by like 25 minutes. It had the world's absolute best jambalaya I have ever had in my entire life. It only exists there. And I would want that. And it would take so fucking long because I don't remember the name of the place. But all it would be like, nope, this isn't the right one. Bring me the different one.
Jambalaya for dessert, huh?
No.
Oh,
This is different ways of
gotcha.
execution.
Okay,
It's not starting.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I like. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy jambalaya. Like I'll even eat Popeyes
Dude,
jambalaya, but
I
know it's not as good. But I just thought you
this
meant
stuff.
like
We got lost on a back road in fucking Louisiana, and this gas station in the middle of fucking nowhere with gas pumps for fucking swamp boats, but not gas pumps for cars. And it had a restaurant inside, and it was a bunch of people looking at us like we weren't from around there. And their food was so fucking good. So I
know when we had a boat, the
meal.
gas pumps had like oil mixed in the gas. So
yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't use it for a car. Yeah.
2-stroke. Yeah.
But anyway, Vandal, I don't know if you want to shout out chat or give yours because there's a ton
We're
of
getting
stuff.
some good
I'm gonna
ones
go
in
through
chat.
chat. Yeah, I'm gonna go through
What?
chat. Also,
Sexy King Phil made it back.
yeah,
I'm
Sexy
actually
King
kind of
Phil.
shocked.
Shout out Sexy King
Holy
Phil.
shit.
And then we also have someone named Ashes in the chat. So
Just
welcome.
us.
And
Turkey is a succubird.
Dixon is back. He's about to drop his. But before we get into it, GTT WinCam said, a bunch of sandwiches with one Diet Coke. Like that.
hold on, Coke Zero. There is a difference.
Oh, sorry. Zero Coke, which I guess is less. But the point is, how much Coke are you going to, like one of these?
You're taking one sip for every spicy junk chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
It sounds like my mom.
Ratios off, GTT. That's all I'm saying, man. I mean, you could edit. If you
I like
need-
Mike D's last meal. It It
Yeah.
definitely is going to be coming out as quickly as
So,
it goes in.
Snorkel, you can teach me something because I don't know what Brion is. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Chateaubriand, isn't that a wine?
I honestly
with
do
garlic
not know.
mash.
The way it's worded there, it looks like it's some kind of like protein.
I'm gonna Google it.
Where can we
Oh,
super
so no,
chat?
Chateaubriand is it looks like a type of meat. Cut beef tenderloin, garlic, and black pepper.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, let me read this out. Mike D says mozzarella sticks with ranch, Chateaubriand, and garlic mash. Grilled asparagus. Oh, not bad, not bad. Baby carrots. I like baby carrots. Cream brulee for dessert with chocolate cake and Dr. Pepper. And Dr. Pepper is always a good choice.
Solid choice.
It just
Eating
makes me
meats.
laugh that all of that stuff sounds like it would be, except for the mozzarellas, but a lot of the other stuff seems like it would be in a fancy restaurant, and they bring him out of glass. He's like, I got this. Just pulls a can of Dr. Pepper out and pours it in. You know,
Don't worry, I got it.
you know what flavors Dr. Pepper? Lemon
It's
juice.
it's barbecue sauce. It's barbecue chips for drinks. That's all it is. But Dr. Pepper, when he drinks it at that fancy restaurant, it's called Pepper MD. Just so you know. We got Ashes with dude. They need to bring Voodoo Donuts to Texas, man. I have always wanted to try them. I love me some donuts. They are very good if you ever get a chance.
Oh yeah,
Excuse
definitely.
me.
Go to Colorado, not
It's
to
a
Oregon,
religious
though.
experience. That's
It
what I'm saying.
is. Get the original Voodoo Guy donut too.
GTT also says, and tater tots with cheese in them before you stole them. I'm not sure what that means.
Napoleon Dynamite, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Oh,
Sexy
true
King
tots.
Phil with a Philly cheesesteak and curly fries, sweet
Yeah.
tea and peanut butter ice cream. Yeah,
That's not bad at all.
well done too, buddy.
Yeah. Dixon Cider Bush is back. Oi, oi. Welcome back, Dixon. Let's see. Where can we super chat? I don't think we have super chats yet.
As Ern answered, Dixon, we are hella demonetized, brother.
Yeah.
Kentucky's got it right.
We're trying not to draw that much attention.
Yeah.
Can of SpaghettiOs, tomahawk steak.
Yeah.
You went medium rare. My mom's chocolate cake and washed down with a okay,
Guinness.
You know what? Yeah,
I can understand a Guinness after chocolate cake for some reason. Otherwise, I wouldn't drink a Guinness. Chateaubriand is duck, says GTT. I apologize, Mr. Wincam. Mike D
Except for
says-
Mike D, Chateaubriand is beef for sure.
Yeah, and I googled it. It was beef, so you know he has the quack quack brion.
Just so you guys know, Mike D's like a super chef.
Yeah.
But,
Also, GTT is in a different
Norwegian.
country, so maybe in
6 a.m.
Norway.
brain. He's in 6 a.m. Hershey brain right now, so.
But maybe over there, Chateaubriand is duck, and over here we just fuck it up and make it with beef.
It probably makes sense. We are America.
Tend to fuck things up, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sashimi squid.
I don't
blue
know,
Summer
so
crab.
staying out of that one.
Great Wombatsky says, I'll take sitting on a beach with a straight off the line sashimi squid, blue swimmer crab, cooked on the coals, King George wedding. I guess I'm getting that wrong, with a slab of piss any day. And I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's got to be Australian. No, we're moving on. Next slide.
Hold on. No, I'm Googling the slab of piss, and I'm not going to screen share.
Yeah,
It's
don't
Cider
share.
Bush. 13 Wendy's double junior bacon cheeseburgers with pickles, onions, and spicy Dijon. 4 times deluxe chicken sandwich from Popeyes, a good ribeye, and a hot bowl of soup. Dixon Cider Bush not doing anything to drink but a hot bowl of soup.
Yeah, and
It's like him and
Cider
Sewer
Bush-
Rug could sit and eat together, though.
Yeah, Dixon, you really need to tell me what kind of soup that is, because if it's going to compare to a 4 times deluxe chicken supreme, I
Slab
need
of piss equals case of beer. I'm with
he's covered.
Kentucky on this. Yeah,
Yeah.
covered.
basically what Vandal drinks on the
I
weekend.
would take
I don't
Kentucky
drink
Shine
anymore.
about
I haven't
beer.
drank
That's
in
for
like a
sure.
year. Yeah.
Congrats.
No question there.
GTT says also he's just fucking with us because since we were talking about birds, you son of a bitch.
Well played.
Mike D was
about to
putting
fuck
on.
you
He
up.
was putting on the boxing gloves, man. Mike D was got to go down.
Beef versus duck on the next showdown. Get
And
ready.
Grotowski confirms that Kentucky has it correct. A slab of piss is a case of beer.
Nice.
But if I were to share my, I mean, like you could go so many ways with it, but I'd say like right now what I would
Well, you
choose
can only
for
go one way with it if it's your last meal.
that's fair, but
Yeah,
what
Only
don't have.
Snorkel gets 8 ways with it. So
Hey,
yeah.
I only got the 3, and that's because of the ways of execution. I want to eat nothing but unpopped popcorn if I'm getting electrocuted. It'll be fun for everybody.
Yeah. I would say like I would start out for an appetizer would have to be a pizzeria, like a mom and pop pizzeria's breaded mushrooms. Like I love breaded mushrooms. Mushrooms are so good. Maybe a little bit of ranch with them, And I'll throw it in because he said it earlier. The mozzarella sticks, of course. When you get stuff like that from like an actual like family restaurant kind of place, like that's Italian or probably from somewhere that's not in Midwestern America. Like, it's delicious. It's cooked perfect. They made air fryer food before air fryer food. Anyways, I would start that as like my appetizer. And then for my main meal, it would definitely have to be, and I'm a texture guy. I love the crunch. It would have to be like 4 Jack in the Box tacos. I don't care what you think about them. I don't care any of that shit. Yes, they're gross. Yes, I know they're frozen. But something about biting into the crunchy outside edge and then into the soft, meaty-ish, if you call it meat center of a Jack in the Box taco, that combination all at once is an orgasm for me. You know what I mean? I'll have what she's having. Um, that would be a part of it. I would also probably add, you know, I would say like a meat, like a rare steak. A rare steak, cooked on a grill. It had to be an outside grill, with some butter garlic on it, and definitely asparagus, the barbecue asparagus grilled up. That would be the fucking best because when I die, and my pee comes out, I want y'all to fucking smell that shit. Fuck you. Also, I would say for a dessert, I'm really big into, I would say like Nutty Buddy bars. Those are my fucking favorite. I buy a box of them at the store, right? The family size. That box is gone in a night. I hit the
You're
fucking
talking about the
stizzy thing.
chocolate covered things with the wafers?
Yes, like those,
Okay.
those right there. And then I would say, like, not just to end on that. I'm a little Debbie snack cake kid. You know what I mean? The white fucking ones with the
Zebra?
sprinkles on top. The zebras
Oh,
or
no.
the no. That's the white, and they have the sprinkles on it. I can't remember what they're called, but they have the outer harder. It's not hard, but it's got a little bit of a firm frosting on it. And you bite into it, it's a sponge cake, and it's got the fucking vanilla in between. That would be my dessert. And as for washing it all down, it would definitely be a limeade, pure limeade from Sonic, the biggest one you fucking got with a little crumble ice. Like that's it.
that's it.
It's some white trash motherfucking people. That's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say. That
Yeah.
is some serious. Yes, absolutely. And
like
nothing wrong with that. That's what you like. That's what you like.
Yeah.
Not one of
Definitely.
us picked something classy.
Yeah.
Hey, Sexy King Phil, have a good night, buddy.
Yeah, have a
Yep.
good one, man. Ashes says her appetizer would be, or his I can't see the picture. Their appetizer would be cheese fries, and then cheese fries, main meal, medium rare steak, mashed potatoes. Honestly, mac and cheese with an ice cold glass of sweet tea and apple pie with ice cream. Apple
A lot
pie
of
is
sweet
good.
tea drinkers out there tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet tea is the best.
That's classic right there. That's
Yeah.
a good solid meal. I
And
just
my
want-
grandma used to make sweet tea so sweet you could chew that stuff.
Oh,
man. It
hell's
was
yeah.
fucking bad. It was
So
God
good.
Damn.
Yeah, Steve-O,
Also, the medium rare people though are killing me. Thank you, Vandal, for not being one of those.
I can't eat medium rare, man. Like, I don't get me wrong, a medium rare on some stuff's okay, but for the most part, it has to be bloody for me. I have to have the meat melt for me to enjoy it. I don't like to chew on it. I don't want to have to worry about getting in between my teeth and shit like that. But Steve-O got it right with what I was describing. It's the birthday cakes is what they're
Yeah.
called. Yeah, and I totally fucked it up, but if I were to have a redo, I would add funfetti cake to my desserts because I don't know what it is. Funfetti cake. It tastes the same as every cake. I understand that, but the colors make it taste better to me.
Yeah, it does.
Colors make it more fun.
Yeah, Yeah.
Also, all the colors taste different.
And,
you can't
yeah.
tell me they
Dixon-
don't.
They do.
Dixon clarified his soup, by the way.
You can't tell me that, Anthony.
I can.
Dixon
'Cause-
says French onion soup, top of melted cheese, a top of fresh chopped garlic, spinach, and kale. I actually had fucking.
You lost me at the kale.
I never thought I'd like it, but my boss for our Christmas party last year had a hibachi guy come in and cook for us, and he did the kale on the top of the flat top, and it was like crunchy and crispy. I won't lie to you, it was fucking delicious. So
good.
you know, it's all about
A little
preparation.
seasoning, it's good. And then
Yeah.
Snorkel, based on the way that Dixon labeled that, is the garlic on the bottom of the bowl, or is it atop of the cheese, which is on? Where's the garlic in this measure? of that soup?
Topped with melted cheese. So the melted cheese is atop fresh chopped garlic.
So it's soup, garlic, cheese.
Yes. But you
Yes.
usually stir it all together, you know. You don't
And
you
then
don't eat
the
it like a
spinach and
cake.
kale are inside the French onion soup, and then you mix it all together and dip in some fucking baguettes.
Yeah.
You're good.
Thank you. I just wanted to clarify.
But my last
Nice.
stoner meal ever, no one asked, is going to be 18 gallons of fucking V8 juice and 13 cases of Triscuit crackers. I don't know what
Oh
it is,
my
but I
My
do.
last stoner meal is just
Ugh.
6
Triscuits,
boxes of food.
Yeah.
Have you messed with the rosemary and garlic? Or
Oh
any
yeah,
of
dude. I used to fucking buy those and the fucking Gouda ones, the smoked Gouda
Yeah.
or whatever, and I'd get a fucking red Solo cup, you know, because I used to fucking have people over all the time, fill it up with the tomato juice, and I had a little fucking clip, like a chip clip that I'd put the fucking Triscuits in to soak up all the tomato juice and fucking eat. Oh, anyways, but yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
sit there with a brick of cheese, pepperonis, and Triscuits, and just
Also,
cheese.
Greg Lebowski agreed. 100% agreed.
Yeah, blue or bust for me. That shit should still be able to move. Yeah.
It needs to be eating the vegetables on my plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a guy one time say, just run it through a warm room.
I went to a Brazil steakhouse or whatever it's called one time, and they do that thing where they bring you all the meat, and like I had chicken melt in my mouth, man. Like I ain't never had that happen to me. You know, I'll be lucky if it's fucking either cooked all the way or fucking not overcooked for most of the white people I know. But like you know,
Venezuelan steakhouse that did it super rare, where you had to sign a waiver because it was
Yeah.
only brought up to 99 degrees.
yeah,
It was
Well, I
so
mean, they make
fucking
steak
good.
tartare and stuff like that.
Yep,
yeah.
it was so
Stay
good.
away from the chicken tartare, you'll be all right.
I don't do chicken tartare now, or pork tartare. Just don't.
No.
No.
GTT says, "Do you guys have creamy cauliflower soup over there? It's friggin' delicious." Yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
Oh,
I
hell
love
yeah.
cauliflower soup. It's
Fuck
really
yes.
good. Mushroom soups too. Oh
They're
my God.
making some great shit out of cauliflower. You can get pizza crust made out of cauliflower.
Oh, you've been to
now.
Costco,
Try
huh?
it.
Mhm.
It's actually good.
good.
Wow.
It's
The
good.
last
It's
couple of ones I've tried were just
stupid.
so bad I couldn't even finish
Yep,
them.
yeah,
man.
I tried one.
I don't
and
throw
it-
away food.
It
So
made me fucking shit my brains out for
God.
2
The,
weeks.
Yeah,
the
but it
ones
was good going
recently have
down.
been really good.
But yeah, okay, so we're at our time, so we still have 2 segments to go. Well,
we're
I'm
playing
gonna go
food
ahead
fight. I don't
and
give a
run
shit
the
about food
bumper.
parts. So
Yeah, we're gonna run food fight, and we'll do a couple food parts after. So food fight bumpers up.
It's time to
stick
play America's favorite
Great last meal,
new
you
game
guys.
show. Let's
You know how
get
you
ready
said I
to
like
play.
watching the show? Maybe it's because when I uploaded
Food
this, I watched it
fight.
before I made that thing, and I just subconsciously ripped you off.
subdermal hematoma.
Yeah. All right, so
I've
Anthony
had
does
two
this
of
game.
those.
Oh, wow. Food fight.
So this is a fun one to end the. Yeah, this is a fun one to end the night with. So food fight is a game that we play. We haven't played it in a little while, but it was definitely the right one to bring it back. So basically, there's a food fight board, and our panelists will choose a food item, and then basically how this works is they'll get a question. If they can answer the question, then they get to throw the food at another panelist. And we've kind of thrown that out the window where they can eat it if they want. They can throw it at a chat member. I ended up wearing some at one point, so that's how that goes. But if they get the question wrong, they are wearing the food. So what I'd like to do with this one too, if you guys would like, is whoever's turn it is has to answer the question normally. The other 2 people can actually look it up on Google just so we can kind of get some answers here that aren't all me. So I'll tell you what, Snorkel, I'm feeling generous this evening, and I'm gonna let you go first. So obviously it's 1 through 9 here. I didn't put numbers on, but
In a shock to you, I'm
Yeah.
not picking 9.
okay.
I'm picking number 6.
Number 6.
Because that thing did weird things to poop when it came out.
Yeah. So we'll talk about the items on the board here real quick, just so everybody knows what they are. So I looked for the most weird fast food products that have ever come out. So we'll start at the top. That is a breakfast sandwich with a donut as the bun, something that Dunkin' Donuts did.
They took
Burger
the
King
idea
tried
from
crinkle
Krispy
cut
Kreme.
fries that they called Satis Fries.
They were terrible.
I just love the name of that, so I wanted to go with that. Here's the Taco Bell morning breakfast taco with
I'd eat it with their salsa.
Snorkel,
I
it's not your
know that
turn.
Sewer Rug would eat it because he was eating something very similar in the car not that long ago. So,
Of course, I'd try it.
so Taco Bell tried to get into the sandwich market by using the exact same ingredients they have for everything else, and it was called the Bell Beefer, which I thought was pretty funny.
Isn't that basically a torta?
I guess McDonald's wanted to spread their wings a little bit too and making mixed spaghetti. How bad is that?
Wow.
I can't even imagine how
I
disgusting.
thought that was the fake one that you put up.
No, none of these are fake.
Oh my God.
The Halloween Whopper, which doesn't really look that appetizing. It looks cool on this picture, but I can't imagine getting one that looks anything like that from the actual restaurant.
It made
so.
people's poop blue. They were freaking out and going to emergency rooms.
Nice. Now, when I go to Five Guys, I actually do get A1 sauce on my burgers, but they don't look like that. Yeah, McDonald's once again has a lobster roll on their menu. I think I remember them saying this was more of like an East Coast thing, but it makes a comeback from time to time. So
I've never seen it.
The Double Down is instead of buns, you just have chicken tenders, and then you have bacon and cheese in between. So
the greasiest thing you can put in your mouth, aside from just drinking bacon grease.
Have you forgot about Tara Reid? No.
Oh, friend of the show, Tara Reid.
And last but certainly not least, the Arby's Meat Mountain. It's got all the meats. So
I'm having a heart attack looking at
some of the questions behind the images have to do with the restaurant, and some of them don't. I tried to match them up, but I didn't have something for everything. So anyway, so Snorkel is going with number 6, which is the Halloween Whopper. So let me find that question here, and we will get some answers. All right, Snorkel, you cannot look this up, so put the keyboard to the side.
Show us your hand, you son of a bitch.
How much did the original Burger King Whopper cost?
His hands go right down to the keyboard.
And chat, please feel free to chime in. Snorkel will definitely need your help. So that's part of how we do this.
GTT
but the other two guys, you can look this up and see if you can find the right answer too.
GTT says double down on the coronary disease. For you guys that don't know, that's heart disease in like the rest of the world.
I mean, has anybody really ever felt good after eating KFC or Long John Silver's?
Not in the
like,
last 20.
That was really
hold
satisfying.
on.
I feel like going and doing something. I'm sorry.
Ooh, he waited.
Long John Silver's is delicious.
It is, but it's I never feel good after I eat. No,
I always have to go for a walk after.
Fisherman's platters or whatever the hell it is.
I always get the 4 planks. We got 99 cents from Kentucky in chat. Ern says 37. Dick's Insider Bush says 89 cents. Mike D says 40 cents.
This is kind of like playing food parts.
Yeah, says 99 cents. Ronnie J says 76 cents.
GTT forgot what country he's bidding for.
This is American money, like United States money.
Not Norwegian kroners.
Grail Best says, I could see lettuce on one of them having trouble to find anything else. There, I'd consider actual food. Yeah, GTT says $6.90.
Ern was the closest to what I was already thinking, so I'm going to steal his with what is 37 cents.
You don't have to do a formal question, and unfortunately, 37 cents is incorrect. So, Vandal, you're just the next one on my screen. Do you have did you Google it? Did you find it?
Yeah, I did. It says it's 37 cents.
Oh, okay. That's not the information that I have.
Yeah, on the Daily Meal website, what is the Whopper? That's what I got. It's 37 cents. So what would you have?
Sewer Rug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used DuckDuckGo, and I came up with 40 cents.
I have 29 cents.
Yeah, what country are you in? That's not fair.
29 cents
well,
is what I have.
back then it would make sense.
That's the answer I was looking for. So unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to let that go. So Vandal,
so nobody got it because everybody went over.
Yeah. So so Snorkel is wearing a Halloween Whopper, unfortunately. So that's.
I'll take that. My shit will be.
Are you doing
tomorrow.
black bun, Snorkel? That's insensitive.
It's not insensitive. Black buns are real.
Uh,
What do you want, Vandal? Vandal?
you know what? Give me that. You know, since I would
Bo
never
is
eat one
correct,
and I've never
actually.
seen one. I would say the McDonald's imitation crab sandwich thing.
Number 7 for Vandal. Woof.
Number 7 to go.
I want to burp this up later.
Oh no. Oh.
Don't brush your teeth. That's all I got to say.
All right, number 7. Vandals cannot look this up. The other two can. Which fast food chain first introduced the kids meal?
Oh fuck. I'll go ahead and let chat catch up for a minute, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no fucking clue.
Was that something that you got as like a special treat when you were a kid, or is that something you never got?
I would
never
say,
fucking got it.
With my mom, never. With my grandma or my dad's mom, my great grandma, I guess, or my no, I guess she's my grandma. Yes. Or if I went out and I was anywhere where I wasn't with my family, yes, I would get a kids meal sometimes. But
Okay.
as far as being at home, no, I'd be
No.
lucky to eat most
Yeah.
days.
Well, I wasn't
I'd
trying
be
to
lucky
go
to get
that
a
far, but
PB&J,
Yeah.
maybe a fruit cocktail still in the can with no can opener. So
Yeah. I remember there's like a good 2 week period. Me and my little brother ate pepperoncinis for dinner. When Kentucky Shane
Yep.
comes in with a hot Wendy's. Does Wendy's have a kids meal? I don't even remember. I ate at Wendy's when they had the yellow cups and the fucking
Named
salad
after
bar.
a
I
kid,
think
man.
everything has
It's
a
named
kid's meal.
after a kid, man. You know what? Yeah. GTT says probably McDick's since Ronald looks like a kitty fiddler.
Oh, White
back in my
Castle?
day, they had special events where Ronald would come to your local McDonald's and all the kids would come and see him.
I
Yeah.
like
Don't
how
do that
Ronnie,
shit anymore.
I like how Ronnie J is thinking though, and I can't believe I've forgotten about White Castle till right
White
now.
Castle.
That actually went through my head because I was like, they've been around for a long time.
That would work
you know
for
what I
me as
mean?
a kid because I used to just demolish those things.
But White Castle, we have some here, and of course, it's not the same as probably the East Coast original ones. But I don't even know if White Castle has
White
a kids
Castle is
meal.
White Castle's worse than Taco Bell unless you're too drunk to go to Taco Bell.
But
If you're too drunk for Taco Bell, White
Not for me.
Castle is
we have
premium.
White Castle come out here in Vegas. I'll tell a short story while everyone's catching up in chat. That the first one they built was on the Strip in the casinos, and of course, I've only had the frozen White Castle, and of course, it's stoner lore, White Castle, Harold and Kumar, all that shit. So
Yeah.
I went and I stood in line for like no bullshit, like 2 hours with my buddy Manny to go get some fucking White Castle stuff. So I get up there and they're like, "What do you want?" Like real fast because there's like 5,000 fucking people in line. And I just got, like, oh, the burger with the onions and the cheese and stuff like that. It was the worst fucking thing I've ever had, man. I was shitting water for 2
Super
weeks.
You're not doing it right.
greasy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
doing it
super
right.
greasy. It wasn't good.
You got to get the
burgers was
6-pack.
cold.
You got to
That's
get
what
the
I got. I got the
6-pack
6-pack. I
and
got the
the
French fries. I got the fucking
and the
curly
Coke,
Don't get
fries.
not the
cheese on them. Come on, man.
Whatever it
and the
was.
Red River, whatever that knockoff red soda is.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, it's right there. It's
Yeah.
Big Red. Big Red. That's what
thank
it is.
you.
Red,
Yeah.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
Red. I knew it was
God,
big something. I just couldn't think of the last part of it.
It tastes
stuff
like
that
you're
comes in
drinking
one-
bubble gum. It is
Yeah.
so bad.
It comes
White
in
Castle's
1
out
liter
here. It
bottles.
could be 150 degrees outside. It's going to be negative 30 when you walk
Yep,
through those
in the
doors.
White
Like, it was
Castle,
always
yep.
the coldest place
Yeah.
in the world. And they made shakes and they were huge, but they were just solid. Like you couldn't drink them for like 2
Yeah.
hours because it was just solid ice, well, whatever it was in the cup. Who knows?
It was the
Ash-
milk-free
yeah.
ice cream. Yeah.
All right, so
Ash
Vandal,
just
give me a
says,
final answer here.
Hold on. Ash just says Burger Chef. Ern says Mickey D's. GTT says makes my point, Anthony. Ern says I love White Castle. You greasy
hells
fuck,
yeah.
man. You got looks like that, and you're over here eating White Castle. he's like when your girlfriend complains that you wash your hair with body wash and it comes out good. You fucking asshole. No.
Dirty fucking
Ronnie says
boys.
Burger Chef as well. Some old Northwestern chain. Mike D says Burger Chef. Ern says I've probably been to the dirtiest White Castle in the country. Still love it. Ugh. White Castle is the fucking Waffle House
It
of
is.
fast food.
And Waffle. Oh, don't knock Waffle House.
1973 was the best year, says Mike D. Bazooka gum flavored. And
Oh,
Graham Basky said we had kids
Mike
meals
D
in
knows what Big Red tastes like.
And Graham Basky said we had kids meals in the 80s. A main split with 2 or 3 of us. Yeah, I understand that one. Since I really don't know at all, I'm gonna go ahead and just piggyback off chat and do Burger Chef because I know it was I think I saw this. Of course, I was stoned, and it was a company that wasn't a major chain that's out now, like an international chain, but they created it, and of course, big corporate McDonald's and shit like them stole it. Kentucky almost had me with the Wendy's, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's so. So I'm gonna go with Burger Chef. Final answer.
Okay, so the answer that I have is Burger King, but I don't know if Burger Chef
Was
turned
Burger
into
King?
Burger King.
Burger Chef was 5 years before Burger King.
Okay.
Burger Chef in 1973, McDonald's and Burger King followed suit in 78.
So
Thank you, Snorkel.
That's
Gotcha.
off the Wikipedia.
So the information that I
It's got
have is
sources.
Burger King came out with the first kids meal, and you don't have to spotlight me for these because
He doesn't want to be
I
spotlighted.
like seeing the look on your guys' face. Well,
And
the
so-
interaction's better, like when it's a 4-panel than.
Yeah, in 1982, the General Foods Corporation, owners of Burger Chef, trademarked and name, divested itself of the restaurant chain, gradually selling it to the owners of Hardee's, which, if you're from the West Coast, is Carl's Jr.
It's Carl Jr., yeah.
Carl's Hardee's, yeah. Hardy
Yeah.
Carl.
Although Hardee's is superior because Hardee's has fried chicken.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they still do, but for the longest time, Pillsbury owned Burger King.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
They were
King's
trying to
Doughboy,
diversify
Doughboy.
out and get away from like home cooking and stuff because they thought, oh, everyone's going to eat out now, which is kind of true now, I guess. Not a lot of people cook at home too much.
Anthony,
if-
what's behind image number 3? I'm curious.
So, unfortunately, Vano, you're wearing some lobster, so I'm sure that smells nice.
Yeah,
You
we
want
can still
the
have sex
Taco
if
Bell
you
breakfast?
want.
Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, just like my lunch today.
Oh man, probably one of the toughest questions. It's something we've already kind of talked
Dude,
about.
this is a cheat question for him. He had a pancake in his car.
Yeah, Ziploc.
Yeah, literally.
What is the name of the Taco
Oh.
Bell dog?
Yeah, I
Oh.
know this name. Okay. I know the name of the
Gee,
dog.
wow.
Okay, well, I'll sit back over here and
A
wait for you
few
to come over.
movies too. All right, he's very popular. That dog, that silly dog. Chat's 20 seconds behind. That's fine. Chat. I
can
mean,
do a
if
song
you
with
guys,
a name in it, and you still wouldn't know. So
well, I know the name.
He's waiting for chat to.
No, I'm not waiting for chat to fill in what the
He's
answer
milking
is.
it. He's
What
milking
I'm
it.
doing is building the suspense for when I drop this knowledge bomb.
that's
Of
it.
this.
I will be impressed.
I could give you the first
didn't
letter
know.
of it right now, and you
Nope.
still wouldn't know.
Don't give me. I don't need any hints or the
It's a
first
Z.
letter with a C. I don't
No,
need.
a Z, Zorro. It's a Z as
Oh,
in
Beth,
Zorro.
you
Not
mascots start with
Zorro.
Z.
I like how
name-
Snorkel was in the military, knows the phonetic alphabet, and he went with Zorro.
Yeah. Not-
I'm not gonna go with
Dale.
Zulu. He's gonna ask me what is Zulu.
I know Zulu. Alpha.
Oh, Mike D, nice try.
Charlie,
Alpha.
Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Glove. Yeah, I could do the whole thing.
Ligma.
Don't.
Ashley
Oh.
says Chalupa. Kentucky Shine
Wow.
says Frank. Mike T says it starts with a G.
I
No
don't-
Timo
one-
says Gidget. Ronnie says Gidget. Mike D also said Carl Carker was a douchebag pendejo.
All right, they're all
Closest
trying to
McDonald's
throw me
is 17 hours away.
You're not missing anything
No,
by
that's,
having
that's
it
probably
that
a
far
good
away.
thing.
That's,
Yeah.
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 I mean, really.
Okay, Sewer Rug, hit me with it.
off. So obviously it's Zinfandel the Chihuahua.
Zinfandel the Chihuahua, unfortunately, is incorrect. So you're wearing some Taco Bell breakfast because wait till you see my Gidget. You want it for your Valentine.
Yeah.
The dog's
sing
name
it.
is Gidget.
It was Gidget. Yep.
Wow, Ronnie Jim never lets me down.
It was a female dog too, right?
Yeah, it was.
And it did other acting bits.
It did.
Yeah, I think
It
it
had
was
a
great in Mars
prestigious
Attacks.
acting career.
It was great in Mars Attacks and Paris
It was-
first.
It was better than most of the actors in Mars Attack.
Well,
But
you
nice
watch
job,
your
Steve-O, and nice job, Ronnie Jim, because that was good. All right, we're back around to you, Snorkel. What would you like to
At
wear?
this point, since I've already taken 6, I might as well take 9 and wear a meat mountain.
mouth. I'm sure it's not the first time.
Old Meat Mountain.
Oh, me mountains
The
north.
last
The
meat
texture
mountain
of that's got to be crazy.
What state has the most
Oh.
Arby locations in America?
Oh, Arbysaw. No wait.
Wow.
Sauce. Arkansas.
What
Arkansas.
state
Arbysaw.
Arby-
has
I
the
hate you.
most?
That would work. Arby
I fucking-
sauce.
I fucking hate it here.
I don't like Arby's. I'm just gonna say, what is Oregon?
Unfortunately, Snorkel is wearing a meat mountain
Oh
because
darn!
Oregon is not correct. Anybody else on the panel have an idea, or anybody in chat?
I'm gonna say Ohio.
Okay. What about you, Sir Reg? What do you think?
I said Arby sauce or Arkansas. Same thing.
Arkansas. Actually, Vandal's right. It is
Meat
Ohio.
flap sandwich.
Ohio?
Arby's
Ohio?
just seems like such an Ohio thing to me.
Ohio.
Wow.
Don't get me
We
wrong.
That's the
have,
only
like-
reason I picked it was because it was my
That's what I
home
figured.
state. So
And
I
I'm
have
I'm
4
casual
of them.
Arby's, yeah. I'm
In this town alone, and that's why I was like, maybe Oregon, because you can't go like 5 meters without
You
fucking
think
running
you
into an
got a lot
Arby's.
of Arby's, Snorkel? We have 4,000 with empty parking lots out here in Las Vegas.
that's a stereotype.
And
Snorkel.
Ohio still has more?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Don't
Snorkel.
get me wrong. I'm a casual Arby enjoyer. You know, I'll talk shit, make the jokes. You know, a beef and cheddar with some extra like fucking horsey sauce,
Like
All-
once every 6 months? Yeah.
or the RBQ sauce.
Which
What
you-
is it? The red sauce, whatever it is. I don't even fucking know.
The Arby's sauce, just
The
Arby's sauce, yeah.
Like that shit, I drink it out of the packets when I get
Blech.
stoned, man. I love that stuff.
Vandal, what's your favorite number if 6, 7, 9, and 3 didn't exist?
8.
A good one. Good number.
8. This should be tough. All
Yeah,
right.
the double down.
Double down. It is so disgusting. Never.
I
eat
wanted
that
to
thing.
try it, never did. I think I'm better off
Oh,
for
you're
it.
better off for not doing it.
Ashes says Arby's are like Starbucks in Ohio.
Okay, Vandal, listen to what I'm going to say because I know you're going to want to answer this a certain way. So, what country has the most KFC locations per capita, which means like
Per
the
people,
amount
yeah.
of people that okay.
I dropped out of college twice. Thank you very much.
Volume of KFC.
Has the most volume KFC per capita. I'll go ahead and let chat catch up. I do have an idea.
I'm gonna name the KFC secret spices while we wait.
How often would you say you have KFC?
Never anymore. I mean, every once in a
Nope.
while, someone buys it for me. You know what I mean? I got food and here's kid. I can't stand kid. Like when I was a kid, and like I'm talking like '94. You know what I mean? So I was like maybe like 6 or 7. I would say maybe fucking like back then. I loved KFC. The skin was crispy. The chicken was like not greasy. It was juicy. You know what I mean? Like and it was deep
Sure.
fried. You know, and it was great. Mashed potatoes were good, and I get it. They've
Oh.
always been instant potatoes. You know, and the fucking gravy. I love the gravy because like you dip the biscuit in it. You know, back then. But now, like whenever you get it, man, it looks like. And I'm not trying to be offensive to anyone out there that has it, but KFC chicken looks like a cancer patient, man. It's bad. Like it's real greasy looking. Like the skin doesn't stick to it. And it's not because like it's so breaded, but it's
It
too
tastes
breaded.
like fish.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like,
Ugh.
I get it. You got rid of the Long John's half of your restaurant years ago. Why does it still taste like Long John Silver?
Right? That.
You
So,
know,
are you a bone-in or tender guy?
I'm definitely a bone-in guy if I'm getting chicken from a
Okay.
good place. But if you were to make me get KFC chicken, I'd be boning the
Tender.
fuck out of here.
Yeah, no.
And back in
Tender
the
on,
day
like, a
when you
twister.
say it was better, were you original recipe or extra crispy?
Extra crispy
Original.
always.
Original.
Yeah, I'm original recipe, which
Yeah.
doesn't shock
Or
me.
don't
Oh,
get me
hell
wrong,
yeah.
they're
No,
both
extra
good.
crispy was bad.
They're both good, but I'm definitely gonna say, extra crispy for sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm a texture guy. I'm a crunch guy. But chat
Hey,
is
this
caught
the
up.
restaurant that almost killed Ern. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
God damn it, Ern. No, but chat's rolling in. So before we get into it, I was gonna say Japan. I think it's Japan because they do it for Christmas and they do it for 6 months out. And because it's a small island, they'd have to have fucking hundreds of fucking KFCs around. But Ern says Japan. GTT says Japan. Mike D says Denmark. He said, "Fuck you, GTT." No, I'm kidding. He's not Denmark, I don't think.
Oh no, he's talking shit about Ohio too up here. It's like
Yeah.
likes high mileage poutang sandwiches. I'm like, God damn, man.
Ern says almost died at KFC. Mike T says China. Let's see. Kentucky Shine says $10 Ern says the people in the restaurant thought it was the food that had me on the floor screaming and spazzing out. I think Ern had like a heart attack or something. Ronnie says St. Martin. Mike D says change that fry oil. And Ashes says I second China. But yeah, I
Okay.
think it's Japan because they do the fucking Christmas meals.
It's not. It's China does the Christmas meals,
God
and I
damn
wanted to
it.
stop you because
Yeah.
you said it more than once, and I didn't stop you last time. I'm going to stop you this time. It's China that does the big KFC.
Okay,
thing.
there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just
I
so
knew it
you
was
know
somewhere
from
in
here on
Asia.
out.
Because
Yeah.
we did that segment
But
on it.
it's not. Yeah, it's not China. It's
Per,
actually
per
Jamaica.
capita.
Jamaica. Oh, yeah, it's an island chain. Yeah.
What?
Oh, wow, that's ignorant.
Yeah, they have the most
Uh,
KFCs per the amount of people that they have.
And don't get
in
me
Jamaica.
wrong. Like, I know you can import
China.
stuff.
That's why I put this question on here because I knew everybody was going to go Asia with this, but
Yeah.
it's just not the case.
And, like, here's the thing, though. Like,
Jamaica
how
has only
fresh is the chicken
1.28.
in Jamaica?
They're jerking it all the time. I assume it's probably pretty
Yeah,
fresh.
that's fair. I totally forgot that's like a whole thing of the culture there. So, you
Saint
know what?
Martin has 7.3.
You have to take off my
Per
hat and be a
capita.
green-haired liberal for us to show to make up for it. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Reasonable.
Your hair's going to be a little
Reasonable.
greasy because it's got some double down in it. So,
Oh,
West Virginia, Morocco, Trinidad, Barbara.
all right, there, Sue.
So many.
Johnny 5.
Johnny 5 is alive. All right.
Love me some sketty. McGetty. Ghetto sketty.
Oh, McDonald's spaghetti, gross. In what year did McDonald's start serving breakfast?
Glad you asked. Because
I
that
thought
was
you'd know.
a holiday treat for me. Summer, putting bells on the Christmas tree.
It's just barely 11 o'clock. Stop serving breakfast at 10:30, sir. This is horseshit.
Can we
Next
get this
week.
kid some Cheerios?
You never knew, right? Was it 10:30? Was it 11?
No, I
Didn't-
still Google it to this day.
Yeah, the one near me. Is it going to be, what is it? And then you show up and they're like, sorry, our ice cream server's broken.
So
Well,
while we're waiting for Chad to catch up, I'll tell a quick long story short. When I was working for McDonald's when I was like 15 or 16 years old, we were 2 exits down from a big amphitheater that did like huge concerts. So on concert nights, we would get hit like something's, fierce. And I was a dumb 15-year-old kid. I'm going to say that because I really was a dumb 15-year-old kid. And I asked who was at the concert tonight, and they said Jimmy Buffett. And I'm like, you mean that guy that sings like that cheeseburger song?
Oh,
it won't
God.
be. Like it isn't going to be bad. We got hit so hard, like at 3 a.m. And if you don't know what clamshell grills are, these things that like they cook from the top and the bottom. I'm putting down full clamshells of like quarter pounders with cheese at like 3 a.m. because the lobby is still packed full of people. By the time we got done and cleaned up, we met the breakfast crew as they were coming in.
Oh.
And I'm like still in high school. I mean, this is a weekend, but I mean, I'm still in high school. And the next concert was MC Hammer when he was like huge. And I'm like, I'm not working that concert night. I'm not, I just take me off the schedule because I'm not working that night. They put me on the schedule and I fucking quit. That was my last day at McDonald's.
Well, that sounds terrible. And like, that's why I think it's funny you asked you earlier, like, you know it firsthand. Like customer, like food service is just shit, man.
And yeah, if you knew what it takes to clean one of those ice cream machines, I'd probably shut that motherfucker down at 6 p.m. too.
Oh, could you imagine?
They've got like hundreds of these little O-rings you have to take out every night and clean, and it's just a whole fucking is that. I don't know if it's still the same, but it was like that when I was there.
Oh.
Well. Guess it's time for me to answer the true question.
It is.
I don't want to get spaghetti faced, so I see a few in the chat, but I feel like they're pranking me. It's a hoax. I'm gonna go with 1957, the year McDonald's started selling breakfast. Snorkel, don't wince. 1957, McBreakfast. Final answer.
1957, they made a beautiful Chevrolet Bel Air, but unfortunately, they didn't start making breakfast until 1972, the year of my birth.
You
So
should
they
have
actually
listened
started
to
making
chat.
McDonald's breakfast
Whatever
just
you
for
say
me.
in the
So
chat.
it's been
With
around as
the
long as
egg McMuffin as their first item up
I'm
for
getting
breakfast.
sketty to go with this pancake.
Yeah, you are.
spaghetti pancakes. Oh,
Great. Sketty
God,
cakes.
that's horrible. It's horrible. So Snorkel, you got 1, 2, and 4 left.
Well, you know I'm gonna.
No one has gotten a correct answer yet.
Oh hell no!
I was close.
You do know that I'm going
Chad
to take number.
Four.
No.
No?
Oof. I'll take the knockoff Krispy Kreme breakfast sandwich at number 1.
Ooh.
Number 1.
Way to dig it.
Krispy Kreme did it way better.
What is the most sold item?
Coffee.
At Dunkin' Donuts.
All right.
People got one right.
He's like, coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah, but a coffee.
Hey, you got a coffee over there.
They
My
sell
coffee's in
more
my
coffee
KXP.
than they do donuts. They sell more coffee than Starbucks sells coffee.
Yeah.
It's
People
stupid.
Vandal, if you get one right, I'll drink lotion. How about that?
I'm going to eat the knockoff Krispy Kreme breakfast sandwich.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
one more shot, Vandal.
Fair enough.
One more
All right.
shot.
Go get
All
the
right,
lotion.
Vandal. 2 or 4?
You got it right here.
Let's go with 2 because I like my my fries extra crispy and well done.
Those were neither of those.
Number 2 is French fries.
Yeah,
What
but they were
company
not
is the
extra
largest
crispy.
producer of potatoes? Sorry. What company is the largest purchaser of potatoes in the world? Easy for me to say.
Oh,
Hard for you to say, really.
Yeah. Welcome to my TED Talk.
Purchaser.
go ahead and let Chet catch up for a minute. But I
You
have
don't need to
no
do that.
Should have made one of the
fucking
questions like, what did England do and they don't use any of them?
steal all the
Spices.
spices in the world.
Yeah. Also, Mike D catching up, getting us just before chat caught up and getting the correct answer as well. Well done, Mike D.
Yeah.
There it might be.
I'll just go ahead and run with it. My logic on this is going to be McDonald's because there's over 1 billion fat fucks sold.
And McDonald's is correct. Nice job. So you
Go get
were
that
one
fucking
very
lotion.
correct,
Go
yo.
get that lotion.
of.
You
Can I do
said
my
it.
question
No one
first?
made you.
Can I do my
No,
question
that's
first?
That's not the way it works. You said you drink it.
I'm not
All
gonna
right,
show
so
up.
Rug, you get the last question, which is not an easy one. What is the name of Taco Bell's signature secret sauce?
It's not lotion, I'll tell you that. It's
not lotion.
Signature secret sauce.
Maybe you can drink some of that; it'll inspire your answer.
Don't drink the fucking
Don't watch, Vandal. Don't watch.
it.
This is
Do it.
bad for you.
Do it.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh, it's
stop!
good.
Don't drink it. Oh.
It's good. I can't help it.
You gonna hold it on your tongue all night and spit it out.
Can you taste like the aloe? Mm.
My
This is like the
throat is
video I watched
coated.
in the shower.
My throat is coated.
You know, it would be great if his wife would come
Oh,
up like right behind him right now and hold his nose so he'd have to like do it to breathe.
Oh, he did it.
I have to wash it down. My throat is so numb.
Wash it down with a gummy hot dog by chance?
Maybe I should start taking my preparation H like that, just having it work all the way through the
Goes
system.
all the way out. Yeah.
Great shout out to Great Wombowski for the Taco Bell sauce name that wins, no matter if it's right or not.
Yeah, Brown Ray.
Brown Ray.
I think that's a country in Yemen.
Snorkel, you got the Google up. What's the repercussions of drinking lotion, just by chance? While
There
I
is
answer this
no
question.
no repercussions as long as you did not ingest more than 1 teaspoon.
That was definitely a teaspoon.
That was a good solid teaspoon. Can you get in?
You're going to have loose stools.
Why
You just
would
had
you do
chili
that?
before this?
And
my
you
God.
had chili.
Food night,
so-
everybody. Welcome
Oh.
to food night.
Oh, well, if you think about it like this, you're just ensuring your job security.
You are not clogging your sewer pipe.
So the answer of the signature secret sauce is Gidget. Gidget.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Gidget sauce.
That's probably the closest answer we're gonna get. But anyway,
Red sauce.
okay. What do you think, Vandal?
Bell sauce, I guess.
It's actually Baja. Baja sauce.
Oh.
Yeah.
It needs to go throw up.
You're good. You're good. I'll go for seconds here.
Oh, no.
Stop.
I'm
He
good.
filled
All
it
right.
up with sour cream before the show just to fuck with us. He's been putting it on his chili. Like,
I guess Vandal wins food fight, and everybody else is covered in it.
no
and
one
Snorkel got
won.
1 point.
No one won.
Nobody wins on that. I'm all done. So you can find me on Instagram at
Yeah. We did hit time. We'll do food parts next time, I guess. I got to tell you guys, this has been a show. We'll go ahead and let everyone do their sign outs, but I just want to point out, if you start,
he didn't say if it was good or bad. He's like, this has been a show.
if I know. I just want to know if Suruk starts getting some nasty fucking farts. He's got to tell us about it because it's gonna come out smelling like cocoa butter.
Your wife's gonna be real confused.
If that was a Vaseline one, and you guys were waiting to try that new toy, now's the time. No, but we'll do our sign out, Suruk. What do you have for our lovely chat? Fuck.
My voice has been smoothed over. I feel nice and coated tonight. Food fight's been excellent. Thanks for having me. I'm Sewer Rug, and it's time to hit the banyo. Wrap it up, B.
I just want to wait for you to metabolize this. I want it to be on show.
It's Insta Snorkel, so let's get it going. I like this chair, man.
His stomach sounds like someone smoking a bong right now. I guarantee it.
His wife's gonna come in the bathroom afterwards and say, "If you made this, it's pretty good."
Chat, you were the reason we keep coming back. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. Catch us next week for more of whatever the fuck this is. On to Anthony.
All right, guys. Yeah, you can catch me over on Instagram at I'm_Anthony Ramella. I post things not as much as I used to, but I will try and get back on that train. You're gonna find me on Friday nights right here. This is my guilty pleasure for every week, and I do spend some time putting these shows together so we can have some fun. And you just never know where the conversation is gonna go. Like, it doesn't matter what I plan, it's not gonna go that direction. So it's always a good time, and so I get to have fun with it as well. But thank you, chat, so much for showing up tonight. You guys were wonderful. Lots of good input, and a lot of newer people that I hadn't seen around for a while. So thanks for coming, and I hope we see you again next time. Vandal, why don't you take us on home, buddy?
Like Anthony said, thanks for coming. No, we appreciate you guys being here. A lot of what we do is definitely input derived from you guys. A lot of stuff you guys say, we put on here. I do want to shout out the couple of new people I saw in here. Ashes is one of them. Thank you for hanging out. Said she'll be back next Friday. We appreciate it. Good to see you here. Other than that, yeah, Mike T, Earn, fucking Wintucky, Ronnie, and what's his name? I can't fucking remember because it's like letters in the front. I'm bad at this.
The GTT guy, yeah.
Yeah, everybody that's been here tonight. Earn, Great One Batsky, Big Rick, we're still gonna put you in graphics. Doesn't matter if you don't come back, bitch. Anyways, you guys are amazing. Yeah. I know you're gonna watch this tomorrow. Oh, what'd they say about me? Nothing. This is it. You gotta watch to the end to get it. Anyway,
all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we will be back next week. This is our first week on. We got a couple weeks to go. You guys make chat. You make this amazing. Anthony, thank you for everything together. Snorkel, Sewer Rug, can't do it without you guys. Other than that, it's fucking Friday night. If you're in the United States, probably somewhere else in the future and everywhere else in the world. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. And definitely don't stick your dick in a toaster. It just doesn't feel good. Other than that, have a great fucking weekend, and we will see you guys next week.